Hi, chat. Sorry, I was running. I was still eating the last bites of my dinner, which was very good, by the way. But I was just running. But we made it. Hello, everyone. Let me see who got first crew. Ricky, Chris, Esther, Raven, and Serenelle. Congratulations on snatching one of the first 5. Esther, welcome in. Serenelle, welcome in. Chris, welcome in. Fire Cutes, welcome in. Elia, welcome in. Lisa, welcome in. Dancing Donut, welcome in. Ricky, welcome in. Magda, welcome in. Elia, thanks for cheering me on. Bad Bunny, welcome in. Madison, welcome in. Liker, welcome in. Jellystem, welcome in. Noah, welcome in. Liv, welcome in. Mark, welcome in. Moonlight, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on. Peace, welcome in. Micah, welcome in. Kiwi, welcome in. Anna, welcome in. Wicked, welcome in. Nuts, welcome in. Marn Frog, welcome in. Raven, welcome in. I saw the Amber in chat as well. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I have not spoken to you in like forever. Um, Also, December, July, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Olympia, welcome in. It's very good to see you. Tanisha, welcome in. Also, Seuss is here. And I recently got a new plant on my desk, which means that my regular cat cam setup is blocked by a plant. Did I think about this? No. Should I have thought about this? Yes. So I can try and get like another angle, but you guys are gonna have to bear with me for a little bit, okay? As I try setting that up. Also, you guys are gonna have to bear with the coughing today. Why is that square and not round? Also, Olympia, thank you so much for the 8-month resub. Let's go, let's go. And also, hi, Chris, welcome in. Olympia, please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Almost a Twitch baby. And Alex, welcome in. It's good to see you as well. Hold on. Oh, what is going on here? Okay, we fix like this. Hold on. I have to go here. And then I have to go here. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't done, but hi, Senanor. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Okay, so this is my desk because Toot was sleeping here earlier today. But let me try and see if I can get Seuss, okay? There we go. It's not from as high up as it was before, so you can see her a little less. Not canceling stream for a concert tonight? Nah. I was tempting, but nah. I mean, honestly, I love Grand Brothers, so I would love to go to a concert of theirs again. I've seen them live once, and I really liked it. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have to be patient and wait for the next concert. But yeah, this is the cat cam now because if I put it in the original spot, my new plant. You want to see my new plant? For anyone who hasn't seen my new baby, look, I bought it this weekend. It's blocking my face. I bought it this weekend because I was sad on Saturday and I realized that I had a like a gift coupon for Dilla and Camilla. All the Dutchies will know. I got that when I left Top Desk. So that like gift coupon at this point was like 10 months old and I just still hadn't used it. So I was like, you know what? I want to go shopping for free. So I bought 2 new plants. I bought this one, including the pot. And I bought a coffee bean plant, which I put downstairs in like this same pot, but dark green. Um, and then I also got a new hairbrush and I got like oil drops that you can put into your plants, like basically plant food, to help my planties grow. And what else did I get? Ooh, I got a new jar, like a glass jar for my muesli. For anyone wondering, Dilla and Camilla is like one of those shops where they have high quality houseware, I guess is the best way to describe it. So they have like cloth and jars and cutlery and plates and plants and soap and tea and I don't know. Like it's one of those they have like recipe books and they have cooking supplies. Um but everything's like very natural and like, you know, like quality sourced and stuff. So it's a bit expensive, but I got to shop for free, which was very nice. Also, hold on. I'm gonna get gum because I think that might help with the cough again. That trick worked really neatly in the US, so I'm just gonna do it again. Also, May welcome in, and Jane welcome in, and you'll welcome in, and Joa welcome in. It's really good to see all of you. Right? GG's for the gift card. I was honestly surprised. Like, when I got my parting gift from Top Desk, like for my coworkers, I was surprised with how much it was. Not because I was like, oh, no one loves me, but it was just more like, I don't know. I got like a really good gift card. And then on top of that, they gave me a plant and a plant journal and like some other smaller things like little seeds and stuff. And I was like, damn, you guys really went above and beyond. Um, I've seen your Discord messages. Wait, what? Mine? My Discord messages? For what? They like me, I guess. Yeah. But the thing is, I invited like a pretty small group to my goodbye dinner. So I guess those people really liked me. I don't know. It was very kind. I was very, very like, I don't know. Humbled is not the right word, but I didn't expect it. So then when I got that, I was like, damn, that's really sweet of you guys. So now I finally used it. So now what I technically have 3 plants. Oh, you're all good. You're all good, Jane. No worries. Touched. Yes, that's the right word. Thank you. Thank you. My English is very broken, apparently. Also, Bloomstead Simmer, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And a terrible sound. I hope you're doing well. Um, but yeah, how was everyone's day? How did everyone do today? I know that, I saw a bunch of you on co-working, but then still, did you have a good day? Did you get your work finished? Um, I had a pretty good day. Didn't get all my work finished, but that's not bad actually. I didn't anticipate that I would be able to finish the full tracker for my new legacy. I was hoping, like somewhere deep down, I was hoping that I'd be like super fast, but no. Building a legacy tracker is just a lot of work. So you slept the whole afternoon, so now you need to get your work done during stream. Good luck. You got this. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you still had nice sleeps though. It was rainy. Same here. It was very rainy today. Um, you have tomorrow off and you're helping your sister move. Wait, that's really sweet. I love that. Is she moving like far away or is it like close to where she's currently living? Um, my agent messed up, which messed me up, which got me in trouble. So it's a good day. Oh, that sounds lovely. I'm so sorry. That really sucks. Um, are a bit better than the rest of the day. I hope tomorrow will be better so I can get some work done. I'm sorry. That sucks. I saw your post on Jesus Christ. I don't think you guys heard it, but you just coughed really loud. I think he doesn't like being told. He's like immediately like, "You've been coughing all this time." We never hear anything. Your mic's too good. Too bad. It was so loud. Also, that means that you can't hear Toot right now, but she's like meowing. Toot, are you screaming? Meow. It still gets filtered out even if she meows. Yeah. Hello? Little Miss Orange Cat almost breaks my sweater. No, it's the filters. They are it's like a voice recognition filter, so Toot doesn't have a voice. Also, Liv, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak and also average day welcome and I hope you're doing well. Um mm, mm, mm. Did you make it to the concert? Yeah. I That's what Yule said. So Yule posted the tickets for the concert on sale, and I responded like, "Oh, I should cancel stream and buy the tickets because it's a band that I also really like." But then unfortunately, obviously, well, not unfortunately, I'm streaming, but like I'm streaming, so I couldn't really go to a concert. Uh, you're sad you don't hear any of the purring. Even with my mic that like didn't have these filters, you still could never hear the cat purrs. I think they're, like, slightly too soft unless you, like, have a proper ASMR mic, which is, like, turned all the way up, basically. Unfortunately, streaming, yeah. Ugh. Have to hang out with you guys in chat. Like, ew, disgusting. Um, and you was like, "No, no, no, don't cancel, because then I don't have anything to do tonight." No, I love hanging out with you guys, you know that, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it for this many hours a week. Disgusting. Also, hi, Nuts. It's really good to see you. Um, Elgato, we need to speak, please. Row voice, cat purring. They're literally called Elgato. Why is their mic not picking up cat noises? I know, Gone, same. I love that video so much. The funniest part is that I'd seen the video like multiple times because obviously it's everywhere. But I had sort of forgotten about it. And then I was watching at the time Fruitish. I don't know if you know who he is, but used to stream a lot of The Sims. Doesn't stream anymore. Um, and he would always say this. Like he would always say this in like so many different contexts. Like when, especially, he hated the color green. So every single time someone brought up the color green, he would be like, "That's disgusting." And Scott did not know this until I literally like showed him that clip, and ever since he's been saying it. Also, my ears are still plopping, so if you see me doing, like, weird moves with my jaw, it's literally to try and get my ears to unplop. Um, Hayden Green, I know, how rude. How rude, how dare he? It was actually really funny because everything on his stream was yellow, and then when someone posted in his Discord for, like, liking green or something, um, he would basically like, he had in his Discord, he had a special role for, like, rotten in the bin, and then people that said on that day that they liked the color green, they would have to go into the bin for the whole day. And it was, like, a whole thing he did on stream. I miss Fruitish's streams. His streams were so fun. Plopping from the plane, it's that same sensation, but it's not from the plane, it's because, well, as you might hear from my voice and my nose, um, I'm like I think my head is very stuffed right now. I think I have a cold, but it's like, you know how sometimes when you have a cold, like your nose runs and, everything's terrible? I think for me, it's still very much like in my holtus. I don't know how to translate that. Like the empty spots in my head, which is a lot. There's no brain. But it's like it's causing pressure on my ears. And when I like talk and my jaw moves, it basically releases the pressure. How can you not like green? I know, I love green too. Although I have to say, there are like I like green, but I don't like every shade of green. Like there are some ugly shades of green. There are some really pretty shades of green. I wouldn't say like, oh, every green is good. But I have the same with yellow. There's also really ugly yellows. I'm familiar with the empty spots in my head. I think all of us are. I think all of us are very familiar with having empty spots in our brain or in our head sometimes. Um, there are bad greens, yeah. Sinus, thank you. Yes. Oh my god, that's exactly what I was looking for. So all of my sinuses are clogged. And I feel it. Like I also have issues breathing through my nose and stuff. Um, but it's yeah, I don't know. It's annoying because the ear plopping is you can every single time I talk, it goes like and it's just annoying. Also, Mama Sim Streamer, thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the palm tree roll. Let's freaking go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy your time standing as a beautiful palm tree in our Discord. Either me at the end of stream or one of my mods will set it up. But thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem that. And also, Faye, welcome in. It's good to see you. Um, it only gets problematic when the empty spots do the talking for you. I don't know how that works, Chris. I've never had that happen for me. Like, I don't know what that feels like. The empty spots in my brain are always very quiet. They never speak. They never come up with really dumb things to say. I'm quite lucky like that, you know. Also, thank you, Esther, for setting up the role. I appreciate it. And also, Sarah, welcome in and thank you for the hydrate. I actually remembered to make a drink this time. Mm. You finally see the watch streak thingy? Let's go. Never ever. No, no, no. No, but Jane, no, that wasn't me. See, those were the empty spots of someone else's brain talking. No idea what that feels like. Never happens to me. Mm. I mean, at least you have it now. Who's clearly hello? Clearly hers. Like I tried to borrow her brain cell and it didn't work. Thanks, Toot, for illustrating that you have absolutely no brain cell. Hi, Nymphiliora. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Yes, the collective brain cell hive mind. I think I sometimes have it because of my hair as well. I sometimes try to use it too. But it's not attuned to human brains, so that's why I say very silly things. But you have a ginger cat too? No way. Is it what's their name? But yeah, I have 2 cats, the one that you see over here. Her name is Sus, and her name is Toot. And Toot loves to be on stream. Although recently Sus has been on stream quite a lot as well. His name is Cheeto. No, but honestly, love that. That is perfect. That is such a good name for an orange cat. El gato Toot. Your brain is currently locked in build mode. What are you building? You decided you're gonna build a bit today, but in what world should I build? I don't know. I'm sorry. What style of build do you want to do, Micah? Do you have like any idea? Oh God. Brian, I have a question. Why was the A and the E so long and the O was literally over in a second? Also, Abu, what the hell? Thank you so much for the freaking 30 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hollow, thank you so much for the 35 months. And also at freaking tier 3. That's ridiculous. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for lubing up. Was that really what you meant to say? I didn't even hear Brian say it. I literally just read it and I'm like, wait a second. Hold on. You're what? Are you sure you're watching the right stream? But hi, it's really good to see you. Thank you so much for the 35 months. And Abu, thank you for the 30 months. Both of you, please enjoy all of your subby perks. It does wonders. Yes. Yes, it works wonders. I have used it too. Oh my God. Also, Mayor, welcome in. It's really good to see you. Yes, keep a guitar in your car in case the traffic jams. You have to be able to join, you know? Um, Also, Gyna, welcome in, and thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. And also, Marilyn, thank you so much for the 5 stream streak. I appreciate it. Let's go. And Faye, thank you for the 7 stream streak. You guys, y'all streaking. We've all been to that point. Exactly. You know, desperate times call for desperate measures. As curl gel? Oh, God. I mean, I guess, depending on the brand, that could potentially work. No, stream streak is really difficult to say. I've noticed this ever since we have received the function of stream streaks. I have been jumbling over the words. So I'm gonna have to come up with a better term for it because stream streak is not something I want to say every stream. Also, Jensen, thank you so much for the stream streak. The 5 stream streak. I feel like it gets particularly difficult if I have to say a number in front of it. So like stream streak is fine, but if I have to say 5 stream streak or 6 stream streak or 7 stream streak, then all of a sudden it becomes really difficult. What's more difficult, stream streak or bitch badges? Definitely bitch badges. Can't say that. A streak stream is something is definitely something else altogether. Yes, that is very true. But that's what I'm saying. It's like whether I say bitch badges or streak streams, it doesn't matter. It's weird anyways. We're blaming the empty spots in my head. Streaks is easier. Just 5 streaks. I could say, yeah, maybe I just leave out the word stream. Give me like, thank you for the 5 streaks. Steaks. See, can't even read. I swear sometimes I'm dyslexic. I did not even notice there was no R in there. Steaks. I will start saying that now. Thank you for the 5 stream steak. That will make total sense. Also, Maryhone, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Embrace the empty spots. They'll be your best friends. I'm embracing them. Don't worry. I don't have any choice. I have a lot of them. Streaking a goth stream is quite the image. See? That's what I'm saying. If I mess it up, it gets weird. Chains? Chains what, Abu? Beach badges. Yeah. I mean, I've just full-on committed to calling them bitch badges at this point. Because there's no hope for it anyways. Every single time I try to say it correctly, I mess it up, and then I say bitch badge anyways, and then I sound like an idiot. So now I've just started saying it, and then when people are like, did you say bitch badge? I'm like, yeah. 7 steak. I read that correctly. But yes, the ones I know who didn't just get the stream streak, I'll just say streak. Yeah. That's probably for the best. The 7 streaks. Or streak. Do you just say 7 streak? Or just thank you for the streak? Do you not mention the number? I feel like I'm learning new things. Twitch ambassador here, by the way. How do I say thank you for a stream streak? Can chat please teach me because I do not know. Missing stream would be a missed steak. Yeah. A missed steak. I see what you did there. A very big mistake, actually. Thanks for streaking X amount of times. You and bedankt. Honestly, I should start saying that. Every single time someone streaks, I'll just be like, you and bedankt. Also, the ads are starting in about 50 seconds. I'm also starting up my game so that after the ads have ran, we can start building. I'm excited. Maybe I should start saying thank you for streaking X amount of times. That is not concerning at all. I don't even know where it shows. So it should pop up. Like on top of your chat, I think. It should like in either on your chat bar or like right above it, it should say that you have a streak, but you do have to get a streak first. Bedankt, lekker ding. But that's only for Abu. That's exclusive for Abu. The welcome wagon X times. But that is such a long sentence to say. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streakers in the past 5 minutes. Scott just said, what? In the other room. Never see it. It could be that you're exclusively watching channels that don't have it yet. We have it now, but they're still rolling it out. Enjoy dinner. Enjoy. Also, Zuri, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Um, why, Esther? She forgot. Oh, I did not forget. I just didn't say it. But I did not forget. Don't you worry. I was just saving it for a good moment, and this felt like a good moment. Um, oh yeah, it's in channel points. Good point. The stream point section. Yeah. I didn't realize that it was up there as well, but that's true. Yeah, it should be there. Also, hi thoughts. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. It's really good to see you. Are you mad, Leckerding? Do you not like it? Okay, this cough is getting annoying, but we're just gonna power through. It wasn't there for me until tonight, but hopefully I was the last one. I don't know why it takes so long to pop up for some people, but I guess they're still rolling it out, so it maybe like I assumed they would be rolling it out per channel, not per user. But maybe, if other people on the channel could see it, but you couldn't, then maybe it is per user. I don't know. Off for a long weekend. Let's go. I love that for you. That sounds really, really nice. Do you have like any plans or something, or you're just gonna chill and vibe? I'm doing pretty good. I still have a little bit of work tomorrow morning. Like I need to basically set up everything for Movember so that when I come back from Antwerp and I start the 12-hour stream on Sunday, we should be fine. So I'm gonna set up all the overlays and everything tomorrow. Other than that, I think everything's prepared. And once everything's set up, I'm gonna record 2 videos. And then I'm gonna take the train and go to Antwerp, meet up with my parents, go for dinner, go see Lord of the Dance, and then on Saturday I have the whole day in Antwerp. So feels like a weekend away as well. Just want to see what you say. Thank you, Peace Seeker, for the 7 stream streak. That was confusing to say. That I can belt musical theater level when being out of breath on my bike. Just envision how strong my lungs will be when we meet in public. Just freaking saying. Yeah, I'll give that some thought. Also, I can rhyme on the fly and your name rhymes really well. That might be right, but that doesn't mean that you have to practice rhyming. You just said that you can also rhyme on the fly already, so there's no need to practice it. You have already mastered this skill. No need to practice it specifically out loud in public places. Belting. Like no need. You're already the best in this, Leckerding. Okay, I should really watch out. Sign seen while walking around. Marriage is like a deck of cards. At first, you need 2 hearts and a diamond. Later, you wish for a club and a spade. Damn. That's rough. That's rough. You are on that tall road. Don't dig too deep. I just got called short. You want to be clear you did not cause this? Are you sure, Esther? Are you sure? You had nothing to do with this? Absolutely nothing. Also, every single time I open my game, every single time I see the icon for my save file for building, like my sim self is not wearing pants, and every single time I think to myself, "Oh, I should really fix that." Still haven't fixed it. It's been like months at this point. The poor household only had 3 simoleons. Yeah, I know. She's very, very sad. Also, there's something in my eye. But at the same time, she gets to move house very frequently and always with free real estate. So I don't think she can actually complain, you know? Also, Mayor, can we stop the jokes? I don't think they're that funny. And also it's like 1 time, but then 3 in a row is like a bit too much. So let's not. To have free real estate in this economy? I'd love to. I'd love to have free real estate, please. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I don't, and I have to pay rent every single month. For anyone who hasn't seen what we're building, this is the house. What is up with the light? A threat has been sent. Oh dear. This is the sun. Oh, really? Do you want me to listen to it now, Abu? Is that the sun? I had no idea. All this time I have wondered what that glowing bulb at the top of the sky has been. You can? Do I want to? Do I want to listen to it on stream? But yeah, this is the house that we've been building. The outside we already finished a while ago. We did some landscaping. We're gonna keep the landscaping relatively simple for this house. And we started working on the inside the other day. This is the kitchen. I think the kitchen is almost done. I want to maybe do like some final details. We need to do some cluttering here and stuff. But yeah, thank you. You're like incredible. Without you, I would have never known. But yeah, this is the kitchen so far. Do you? Oh god. Okay. Abu wants me to listen to this on stream. So we're going to listen to it. I might regret that, but we're gonna. Why does it not pick up your voice? Even though it's literally a voice, it doesn't pick it up at all. Then it's just for me, I guess. Yeah, this just proves, like listening to this, I think I have to come to terms. Like I wish I could let you guys listen to this as well, but it's in Dutch. So but I think I have to come to terms with the fact that although it would be very embarrassing if Abu sings that to me IRL and really loud. I feel like this voice memo only further proves that he's a lekker ding. Also, hi Koki, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm really walking on thin ice here because I am afraid that if I don't watch out, I will in fact pay the price for that the next time that I see a boo. She thinks I'm bluffing. Oh no, I don't. I full well know that you're serious. But the thing is, you've already committed to being serious and you're already going to do it. So I might as well continue because, you already decided that that's what you're going to do. So what do I have to lose? Wasn't that soon? We currently don't have. I said we don't have any plans. And I'm like, that's a lie. We literally do in like a couple of days. Also, hi, Lena. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're just going to pretend nothing happened. Abu's threatening me. That's what you walked into, but he's never gonna admit to that. So, Also, I'm trying to find like a good item to put on this wall. I decided to move this painting over here because I can't really put anything else over here. I just realized that Nick and Simon did most of the work for me. Oh, if you sing that. Okay, listen. Probably shouldn't tell you this, but I've had years and years and years of training for not being embarrassed about the Nick and Simon song anymore, okay? Like, I had to listen to that song for so long that I don't think that can actually embarrass me anymore. Okay, sorry. This is the annoying song in the playlist that we're gonna skip straight away. I shall do better. Yes, you have to bring more than Nick and Simon. Come on. I would actually be kind of disappointed if you came up with Nick and Simon. I'd be like, really? That's all you can do? I'm really it's really dangerous what I'm doing now. I know an influencer. I would like that too, please. That would be really nice. Um mm, a what? A spreadsheet. Oh, a spreadsheet. I did not I did not read that properly before answering. That's low-key kind of funny. Um I am looking for appliances, not electronics. I feel like having this microwave is actually perfect. Oh, can I cheat that to being the fixed one? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Or do we just commit to the broken one? Nah, that doesn't look good. That's just such a good looking, like from all the microwaves, I feel like that one looks the best. Same thoughts. Same. I don't know why, but in my brain it's like, yeah, but all the appliances are also electronics. So you misspelled. I love it though. It's really good. Also, Lizzie, hi, it is good to see you. And Social Science Nerd, it's good to see you as well. Is the fixed version in debug? I think it is. Yes. Oh my God. Look at me. Look at me using the 3 brain cells I have today. Because the fixed version is actually really cute. Um, I think we had enough clutter on this side, but I wanted to add like some jars and stuff on this side still. So then we're actually gonna go into the clutter category. Um, Although swatches being different in real life, they're also a different loads of time. That is true. Yes. But I feel like the reason why it's infuriating is because it's not like different enough. Like I don't mind mixing 2 different types of wood. I don't really mind if it's like, oh, you have like oak wood and some of it is a bit lighter, some of it's a bit darker, and you're using like oak together with something else. But in The Sims, they very often the swatch like almost matches. So it's too close that people will think that it's supposed to be the same swatch, but it's not. Where that, like, for instance, this cabinet, there's another cabinet that's like, this one is off-white and the other one is white, but like the white one is not pure white. It's like also somewhat off-white. So they're all slightly different and therefore they don't go together. Like there's not big enough of a difference, but they're also not the same. Um, no age shot of your own. Yeah, that is true. She is a 9-year-old living with a monkey and a horse. So this house is going to be a bit weird. Um, this will bother me more in real life. That's fair. That is fair. Um, let's see. I want to get cereal boxes for sure. Social services really slacked. Yeah. How are we going to add the monkey? I don't know. I don't know if we are. Um, I am very excited to add like all the sort of like prepackaged foods and stuff to the kitchen because I feel like that just makes a lot of sense. Um, thank you for the stretchies. Cat dressed as a monkey. I don't know if we have a monkey suit. Monkey on a painting, so it's imaginary. Interesting. Interesting. Um, that is very true, Nymflora, yeah. It's more noticeable because it's all, like, in one swatch. I do feel like The Sims has been getting better. Like, later in the like, throughout the game, like, later expansion packs have a lot less issues with, like, wood textures all having one color, for instance. You could paint a cat like a monkey. I don't know how skilled you think I am, but I think that's heavily overestimating it. Maybe we can download it off the gallery. Okay, we're just gonna place, like, a bunch of random jars. Mm, I feel like we also have, I forget what pack they're from. But once I see them, I'll know which ones I'm looking for. Look, that's a freezer bunny I have in real life. Ain't it cute? Speaking of, oh my god, I just realized, until when is the event? Like, the gameplay event? Because I completely forgot about this. I was like, wait, wasn't this from an event? November 4th? Okay. So that means that I actually have to get cracking with cheating through it. I have to add that to my to-do list really quick because I don't wanna forget that. So I don't wanna miss, the items. Hold on. Next week on Monday, cheat through gameplay event Sims. What items are there? I don't even know. I just don't wanna miss out. Um, because I hate missing out and then realizing that it's, like, one of those built items that everyone's gonna use a lot and, for Sunday. I was thinking I wanted to do it Sunday, but then I was like, "Oh, no, I'm streaming for 12 hours on Sunday." So, guess not on Sunday. These ones. Oh, they're actually from Cottage Living. I really like these jars. I think they're super cute. Oh, I didn't know that we could add stuff. That actually makes sense. Gotta do that on Sunday. It depends on the event. We could do it. No, but the thing is, I don't wanna actually do it. I'm literally gonna click through it. I'm gonna use UI cheats to click through it as fast as possible because these events, I cannot be bothered. Like, I want the rewards, but I don't care about the gameplay at all. There's a cute magnet board and magnets. Do you know where it is, Micah? Do you know what pack it is from, I mean? I would love to see that too. Nah, I'm just gonna do it on Monday. We already have enough to do on Sunday. Oh, there's a trait. Okay, that's nice. Oh, you mean the magnetic board, the one that comes in the event? Ah, okay. I would love that. That sounds good. Um, I want the stuff. I don't want to do the boring stuff. If you install UI cheats, you can just cheat through it. You don't have to do all the things. Um, I'm just gonna add like some like a couple of really random things in this kitchen because I think that makes sense. I was just playing it really quick. Yeah, I've seen other people do that too. Initially, you couldn't do it, by the way. The UI cheats didn't work, but he updated it. So now that it does work. Um, but yeah, I think the first two events it didn't work, but then so many people requested it that he added it. So now you can just use UI cheats. It's been a game changer, a lifesaver. Okay. Trying to figure out maybe the coffee thing that I just grabbed. Where is it? That one. Can go over there. Um that doesn't make a lot of sense. Trying to find like a final little thing to put over there. Um it's so cool today. Stream is warming you up. Let's go. Extra cozy. But yes, it is very cool today. I've had that problem too, and I don't like it. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect for there. Okay. The one thing I want to change is I want to go like this, I think. Okay, definitely going to use tool to make sure that it properly fits. Um, the other day I had such a weird interaction on my YouTube. Um, someone came into my comments of like my a video about mods, and they were like, "You're so dramatic for calling Tool a must-have mod because it's just dumb that you need a mod for something you can do in game." I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm sorry, like, what do you mean? Like, the things that Tool can do, you can't do that in the game?" Yes, you can. With the square brackets, you can size up things and you can size down things so you don't need Tool. And, like, with the 9 and the 0 key, you can, like, raise them and lower them. And I was like, "What? Do you know what Tool can do?" I was like, "Are we talking about the same mod?" Like, I was genuinely so confused. I was like, "What are you really trying to debate that like, huh? Like, the purpose of a mod, like, if I find it a necessary mod, even if you think you don't need it, that's fine, like, you don't have to need it, but, like, I can say about my own game what I think is a necessary mod." I was so confused, and this person, like, kept arguing. Even when I stopped responding, they would, like, add new comments and stuff, and I was like, "This is so strange." Like, go outside, touch some grass. And even if you can lower and raise objects and you can make them bigger and smaller, Tool gives you so much more control. Like, what is your problem? I was so confused. I was like, is this person being serious?" At first, I was like, probably they're just trolling. But then they responded like 3 or 4 times. I was like, okay. I mean, engagement, I guess. So I just kind of left them. Oh, it's my favorite way to like piss off the haters. If someone is like genuinely being a dickhead, I'll go like, "Oh my god, thank you so much for commenting on my video. Thank you so much for the engagement." That pisses off people so much. It's fantastic. Like, if you're gonna be rude on my video, I'm just gonna be, like, super annoying back. Like, if someone is actually being, I don't know, like, racist or something, I'll just delete the comment. I'm not gonna leave that. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, thank you for the engagement." But, like, if someone's like, "You said that you were gonna build a house, but this is not a house. I don't like it. It's ugly." I'll be like, "Thank you so much for the engagement. This tells the YouTube algorithm that it's a great video to watch." Oh my god, Abu. How much do you want me to hate you after this meeting? I have no idea, Jane. I think it's just people that have nothing to do, I guess. Like, they're just bored, I think, or something? I don't know, actually. It's very confusing. Um, okay, let's double check. At nighttime, it's kinda dark on this corner. I was a bit worried about that. Also, I'm gonna use, like, different lights in all the different parts of the house. So, like, this kitchen already has 3 different types of lights. You decide your own fate. Oh, we're still out for decision? Okay, that's good to know. You are on 5 out of X. How am I supposed to decide if you don't give me all the info? Unhappy with themselves. Oh, probably. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Okay, I think the kitchen is done. Like, I personally would say this is a very random and mismatched room. Also, hi, Naomi, welcome in, and Joe, welcome in, and P. Vermi, welcome in, and Ruby, welcome in. Thanks for cheering me on. And also, the stretch earlier from Allison, thank you so much. And welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so let's move on to the next big room, which is the living room. And we already decided that somewhere in this living room, we're going to have like a really random sort of art space where she can do painting and stuff. Because that's just so weird that I need it in here. Um, I think we have to start with a wallpaper decision. I don't think there are pictures or that many from the living room. I prefer for you to live in fear. That's mean. I'm your friend. Also, by the way, we're sitting here. I'm constantly giving you compliments, and this is what I get back? This is what I get? You want me to live in fear? For telling you that you're hot? How rude. Chat, don't make friends with Abu. Don't give Abu compliments because then he wants you to live in fear. You showed a cottage living kind of wallpaper, I think. So I don't remember if there's like any actual good like photos from it's not a compliment and you know it? How is saying lekker ding not a compliment? Blah. Sorry, I opened my browser to open a photo and my own stream was there. What do you mean? Chat, lekker ding literally means that someone is like a tasty thing. Like someone's hot. They're good looking. Because you only started saying it when I told you I hated the term. Doesn't change the fact that it's a compliment. Wait, her bed is in the living room? I do remember this bed now. Hold on, I'm gonna show you an image. I have like different photos. I think this is the best one. It's a bit of a bad photo, like quality-wise. I'm not gaslighting. I'm simply stating facts. I agree. I started saying it because you said you hated it. And then I realized that it's a good thing to tell someone that they're hot, so I wanted to say it to you. She sleeps with shoes in bed. See? See? Chat? She does that, not me. I know the hair color can sometimes be confusing, but I am not actually Pipi Longstocking. No, Abu, not just like me. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I don't. She does. I know it's easy to get us confused. You know, we're like both fun and quirky and have red hair. But no, no, no. She sleeps with her shoes on. I think we finally solved the mystery as to why everyone thinks that I sleep with my shoes on. It's because people confuse me for Pippi Longstocking. I've never seen both of them in one room, chat. I've yet to have the honor of meeting her. Unfortunately, we haven't met yet. We should, though. But honestly, this bed is kind of cute. But if you Google Pippi Longstocking house living room, you find this photo. Does that mean she has her bed in the living room? I think she's very dead. How rude of you to say. Simply because one wears shoes to bed doesn't mean they're dead. Yes, it's supposed to be a really small bed. Also, high cost side, welcome in. I think it's supposed to be like a bed that she used to sleep in as a toddler, but her father left to be a pirate before he could buy her a new bed. But this is, oh look, that's the bed for Mr. Nielsen. She also puts them on her pillow. Yeah, this is actually kind of painful to watch. I know, Abu. I know what you meant. I was just messing with you. Does she wear shoes to bed because she sleepwalks? I have no idea. Would be a thing for her, though, to sleepwalk, I think. Yeah, I think we have to have a toddler bed. But then do we just decorate the bedroom upstairs as, like, her father's bedroom? And also, this wallpaper, we actually have something exactly like this in The Sims. She has a real grandma core house, doesn't she? We have 2 little brain cells to be well, maybe you do. You can't say we. I clearly sassed on that level. Sorry, I'm really annoying today. I think I'm tired. Okay. The poor person whose Pippy is very much alive? Really? She's still alive. I'd love to meet her. I'd love to meet her. Okay. You're late making me laugh so much. Okay, good. Okay, my voice is really going. I don't like it. Um, I'm trying to find like the wallpaper that we just saw. I think we have something very, very, very similar. Isn't it the writer who has passed? I don't know if Astrid Lindgren is that's her name, right? Is still alive. Is it one of those pull-out beds that was common back in during the times where you pull it out as you aged up? Maybe. Could be actually. That would make sense to me. So we have something like this, but that's not really what I'm looking for. Is it in paneling? Um She died in 2002. Okay. Unfortunate, but then at least it makes sense why my brain thinks that that's the case. That's the one I'm looking for. Yes. And then we need it in that color. That's exactly the kind of wallpaper. You know what I wish? I wish that these colored windows weren't colored on the inside. She's the very dead one that I refer to. That's so mean, actually. Like, I didn't even think about it, but so mean to say the very dead one. Um, okay, those curtains are kind of perfect. They just need to be, like, slightly bigger, I think. We can do that, like 1.1 or something. Yeah, that has the right vibe to it. Funnily enough, I've never ever liked these curtains. But I feel like that's because I generally don't like this type of interior. Like, I also really do not like this wallpaper. But they do go together pretty well. Like, they have the same grandma core kind of vibe, and I like how it kind of hides the pink from the windows because I feel like on the outside that looks good, but on the inside that looks somewhat bad. Um, 1907? Holy damn. She turned pretty old, actually. Yeah, Cats on Dogs is really good for grandma core as well. I love Cats and Dogs, though. Like, I feel like that pack has some good grandma core items. No, not the drywall. That one. There we go. 90 she was 95? 94 or 95? I did know that she was nominated for the Nobel of Literature. I did know that, actually. Don't know why I knew that. Probably because my parents at that time both worked at the library, so it was probably a big deal. Um, yes, the big armchair with the plate is one of my favorite items. I'm always kind of sad that it doesn't work like in every type of interior because that's one of those items that I would just love to plop in every single one of my Sims houses. Like, it's such a cute item. Okay, let's start with lighting. Let's see. So there was also this standing light that I'm just gonna use this for now. But they had this like really old looking grandma standing light, very much something like this. Hold on. Let me get that photo back. Yeah, definitely something like that. She has a really weird sofa. Um, Also the layout of this room makes no sense. I don't think she lives with anyone. I think it's her dad's house, but her dad is like out on sea. Maybe she's supposed to tell people that she lives with her aunt, because otherwise, obviously, she would be kicked out. She was calculated to be the world's 18th most translated author. That's wild. That's wild to be on that list. What? Holy shit, that's wild. That's so many books. That is so many books. You know, speaking of like weird or not weird facts, but like interesting facts like this, do you guys want to hear something really fun? So, you guys know who David Attenborough is or not? Dude, are you okay? Sorry, Dude is making really weird noises. Are you good? Yeah, can we just plonk that way? She's being very silly. Um, okay, so just Googled him. Yeah, that guy. Did you know? Did you know that he is the only person in the entire world ever? There's no one who can catch up with him. Who made films in every type of available format. From black and white to color to 3D to IMAX to 4K. Like, he is the only person who's ever done every single format since TV became a thing. Isn't that so cool? But also, holy shit, how long have you been working in TV to have all those? All of them. But yeah, I learned that recently. I was like, damn, that is legit so cool. But that is also like, he is so old. I'm like so scared for the day that we wake up and there's like news like of him passing away, because he's such a golden human. Like, I love his humor. I love his like view on the world. I love his work. I love his voice. Like, he's legit so cool. Yeah, yeah. He's turning 100 next year. Isn't that wild? Who are we talking about? David Attenborough. He is also called, his nickname is basically the voice of the earth or the voice of the planet. Okay, why do I feel like Loki, her sofa kind of looks like this? Or maybe that. Maybe that's a bit, well, look. Actually wants him to be listed as a national treasure, but no one will do it. Honestly, I think he deserves it. It was kind of nuts. Really? Okay, but I feel like we kind of have to go for that one, even though I really, really, really don't like it. What? I just grabbed the one from the jewel pack, but it looks really small. It isn't. That's just because we have tall wall height. Yeah, that's the 18 plus couch. Let's not give that to her. I feel like that color blends in too much. So we'll go for the darker one. Um Also, we're gonna have to improvise a little bit with this interior because the one like half photo that we have is not gonna cut it for an entire interior. So I'm definitely gonna have to come up with things in this living room, because this living room is way bigger than the actual style. Or, like, the actual house, I think. She has a lot of random tables. The one from Cats and Dogs, hold on. Oh, yeah, we have that one. Oh, honestly, that one could also kinda work. God, that's really pretty. We could go for that. Hold on. Like, a combination of those 2, because I actually like the idea of having 2 different sofas as well. And then we can also add the chair. That feels quite random, to be honest. An old piano? Wait, that's actually a really, really good idea. That feels like such a good item for her. Um, hold on. Okay, I also wanted to have, like, the woodworking table. I don't know where exactly I'm gonna put it yet, but, um, we have that one with, like, the stickers, but we also have that one. Yeah, that one definitely fits the vibe more. Um, there are also tables of random stuff for yes, that would be a good one. Like the thrift store stuff. Okay, I definitely want a we could use the laundry day rugs. Hold on. Or maybe this one. I like that. Um, the teachers wait, that's really cool. I love that you have one of those bigger books. I used to have, I think I don't remember. I think I used to have, like, one of those big A3 books from Where's Waldo. But, in '76, it was at 102, so all she made on some, she wrote a satirical article getting backlash from social democrats. She responded to it by stating that there was not enough female representation in the Social Democrats campaign. This combined with some other scandals led to the Social Democrat was voted out of the government for the first time in 44 years. Wait, that's wild. Also, hi, Ricky. Thank you for the streak. Let's go. She was, however, a social democrat herself. That's hilarious. That's so like how does that even happen? How does that work? That's so funny. I love that though. That's a good story. Okay, let's place a bunch of random side tables. In like different styles as well. Um And then we're gonna just add, like, random stuff on top of it, like random clutter and stuff. She has a lot of weird things just laying around, basically. Um, I have no idea. I don't know enough about politics to actually know all of that. Like, especially politics from other countries and that long ago. I probably should know more, but I don't. Um, done with dinner now, you're so eepy. I mean, lean back, relax. Unless you still have stuff to do, but I hope you can chill now. Also, Gator, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Um, see, now that would be a perfect item for randomness in this home. Um, yeah, we're gonna do candle holders for sure. I just wasn't in that category, so I figured I'd just click around here first. Um, let's get another cookie jar. Already laying down and chilling. That sounds perfect. That sounds really good. Let's see. Like random items that her dad has taken from his travels and stuff. Okay. I think that corner is where I want to put her bed. Also, Opal Jewel, welcome in. I hope you're doing really well today. It's good to see you. Um, let's see, beds. Now the big question is, are we gonna go, I would say like infant bed probably. And then I guess that would be like the closest in style. It just doesn't have like the quilted plate on it. So maybe that's not the right one. I guess this does come with the does it not? I feel like I remember this coming. Yeah, it does, but like in a different color. Why infant bed? So if you look at the pictures that we have, her bed is ridiculously small. So we think it's actually supposed to be like a children's bed or like a bed that she used to sleep in as an infant. But then her dad like left before she grew no, yeah, before she grew enough to need a new bed. And now she's like, I don't know, 9 years old and she doesn't really fit in that bed anymore. But if you look at the bed, hold on, I'll show you. She's like a kid, but she is like head to toe in the bed. And then that's Mr. Nielsen in the bed. So we have to have a little table with a monkey bed on it. But yeah, that definitely looks like a kid's bed, like a small kid's bed, not just like a regular kid's bed. But the bed itself is pink, but we don't really have a like we have a pink version, but the bed itself isn't really pink. Um So much social injustice during her lifetime. She certainly was a speaker for lots of change. The children's hospital that lays in Stockholm is named Astrid Lincoln. I did know that, I think. I don't know why I knew that, but I did know that. We have this option as well. That comes with like a slight pink. Then we have this option that doesn't come in a pink at all. Okay, so that one doesn't really fit. And with that, I really like the quilt on it, but hmm. Hmm. Yeah, definitely not the right color either. What do you guys think? Um, be honest, it was Selma Lagerlof. I don't think I know who that is. Mm, cats and dogs, cats and dogs. Hold on. I was just about to say, I know there is a. So we could also just go for an actual like full bed and then have like a plate like this. I think I need you guys' help. Ooh, that's cute. So do we go for like a kid's bed? Or like a full bed? Or do we go for an infant bed, but then either of these two swatches? Do we keep the pink but have like a more modern style? Sizing it down? I feel like that just makes it look really awkwardly thin. If you size it down. Full bed with plaid. The other cats and dogs bed. Yeah, but then that doesn't have the plaid. That has really weird colors. And also that's very narrow as well. So look. It'll have the same problem. Um True, the walls are tall. That's a good shout. The walls are tall, so everything already looks pretty small. Okay, that's actually a good shout. I think that was the convincing thing that I needed. We can use an infant bed for Mr. Nielsen on a table. Hold on. Getting a random table over here. Dude, wat doe jij? It's like she's, like, vomiting, but not really. Are you okay? Ik doe helemaal niks. Ik heb helemaal geen neus. Do you guys know that? A hairball? I think so, but it's, like, stuck. I feel kinda bad for her. It's not really a cough, no. Um, but for any Dutchies, do you guys know that meme? Ik heb helemaal geen neus. Scott and I reference that so often. After she looked, yeah, maybe she has that. I don't know. She was also trying to chew on my plant earlier, which is non-toxic, by the way. But maybe she just has a little bit of plant residue. Um, no, it's so funny. It's like a reporter. You're Belgian. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I've come to realize that very often Flemish people do not know Dutch memes. There's this like reporter, and there's a guy at like a festival, and his the entire area around his nose is like white with powder. And the guy was like, "What's on your what's that white powder on your nose?" And the guy goes like, "I don't have a nose?" Like very like irritated. He's like, "I don't have a nose." Ik heb helemaal geen neus. And it's just it's like he's dead serious about it. He's like so frustrated with the guy asking. And we references this meme so often. But then I realized that if I do that outside of that context, no one will get it, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's get a small bed for Mr. Nilsson. That way the legs are kind of over the table, but that's fine. Oh, the reporter did not keep his face straight, don't worry. The reporter laughed. My face is always gay, but I know you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. Yes. Okay, little bed for Mr. Nilsson. Let me see. If I search for monkey, do we have anything monkey that I could put in the bed to represent little Mr. Nilsson? Not money, monkey. I actually don't know if we have anything monkey in the game. Oh, we have the thrifty monkey. I mean, that's, I guess, the closest we're gonna get. Hold on. Look, Mr. Nilsson is in his bed. Kids have no, you mean stuffed animals? They do, but not in the, no monkeys. But I actually like this. This looks really cute. This is adorable. Hold on. You know what I would like to use? I don't actually know where that would be. But you know we have like one of those canopies? No horse bed in the living room? No. But I wasn't gonna do that anyways. We already have a horse bed outside. Hold on, my game is loading. Let me save. What was the horse named? Oh, good question. The horse did have a name. Does anyone know? I think Gothic Nursery Kit. That's the one that I would like to see. Yeah. Thanks for mentioning which packs they're from, because am I blind? Storybook Nursery. There we go. Um. Also, Sophia, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Lila Gubben, kleiner Onkel, little old man. What does the rose roll get you? So they first of all they stack. So you have to get palm tree and coconut first before you can get rose. If you get the rose roll, so palm tree and coconut are cosmetic rolls. So you'll just get like a little thing in the Discord next to your name that says palm tree or coconut. It's just like a bragging rights thing. If you get the rose roll, you get access to a a hidden channel in the Discord where I sometimes post spoilers and like little behind the scenes things and stuff. Um, but um I haven't posted like a spoiler or anything in a while. However, oh, that doesn't size up very well. Um, however, I am planning to post something soon because I'm thinking that for the roses, I might actually do like once the video and everything's done, I might do like a little sneak peek of my new like my new legacy challenge. But yeah, that's basically. But that will probably be like maybe only a couple of days before the video goes live. Like, not too many. And only maybe, like, the name and the logo or something. I won't actually tell you what it's gonna be. I won't give you all the details. She just called him horse. Okay, fair. So that's what I'm thinking right now. So unless something changes, that's the plan. I've been torn between Rose and Sound Command. That is a difficult choice. That is a very difficult choice. You are not the only one who's been torn. Does that line up? No, it does not. Oh, that's infuriating. Although I guess it can go like this and then it still works. I just need something so that it looks like it's actually hanging from something. Ooh, thank you for the uptime reminder. In 2 minutes, we have a round of ads incoming. So we're going to take a little break. Yeah, if you're hanging out here, that is a perfect time to get yourself something to drink, something to snack, you know. Um, but it's both good. I can recommend. I mean, eventually you can get both if you hang out here enough, but I get like wanting to make the right decision for the thing that you want to get first. I still want to use these somewhere. I know what I'm gonna do during my break. I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna go and make myself one of those heated cherry pit bags again because I'm cold. I was actually not that cold all day, but I don't know, the current in the air changed a little bit and now it's drafty. Okay, I don't like the color of this bed. I might actually change it to be lighter. Um because you still can't decide for a sound. That is also a good one. If you don't know what you would like for a sound, then I mean, unless you like really know what you want. But as soon as you redeem the sound, I do want to like set it up as soon as possible. So if you don't know what you want yet, you might as well go for Rose and then think a little longer. Let's go, Ricky. Guess you're getting started with Palm Tree. Let's freaking go. Very slay. Thank you for hanging out enough that you got to redeem that. Speaking of roles, there like after the Rose one, there is one more, which is the Gardener. No one has it yet. There's one person who redeemed it as a joke. Is one of my mods. But he doesn't have the other role, so he couldn't keep it. Okay, we definitely need some more paintings and stuff. But I'm really starting to like how this is looking. We're gonna make this like a little skill building corner, but I like the piano. I like this little corner on this side of the room. I feel like it's coming together. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna quickly save and then it's time for break. So I'm gonna be back in about like 5 minutes. I hope you guys enjoy your breaky as well. Don't forget to stretch and hydrate and get yourself a snacky, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello. Hello, hello. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I just need to warm my hot hands a little bit before we continue because they're so cold. Also, I got myself some licorice. Mm-mm-mm. 'Cause I figured that might help with the cough. I don't know. Oh, oh, my hands are finally getting warmer. I had such cold hands. It was actually wild. Een lekker droppie. That's something I hate. People using, like, so in Dutch, if you say licorice, it's called drop. But when people are saying like droppie or scheetje, which is like literally people use it as a cute nickname to call someone a little fart. Like, what do you mean? That does not make any sense. No, not a tasty fart, a little fart. Scheetje. It doesn't have doors. Ugh. That's annoying, Micah. I know that problem and it's very annoying. Little fart, yeah. Lekker isn't tasty. It is in some cases, but I didn't say lekker. Lekker droppie. I didn't say lekker scheetje. No one would ever say that. It's just scheetje. You said lekker droppie. That's something different. What you said literally just means tasty licorice. Schietje potato. Okay, but for a dog, it's fine. But tasty can mean a lot of different things. It doesn't, or lekker, it doesn't just mean tasty. Because if you say lekker weer, you don't say tasty weather. You say good weather. Or when you say lekker ding, you don't say tasty thing. You say hot person. Like, it translates to many things. Also, Alicia, welcome in. And Nora, welcome in. I just realized you joined right before the break. And thank you for that follow as I went into break. I appreciate it as well. My hands are almost warm, chat. I promise. Also, oh my god, we haven't talked about this at all because I know that I haven't streamed Animal Crossing in like 5 gajillion business years, but have you guys seen the Animal Crossing news? It's always about taste. Yeah, for us, it's definitely not. Sir Stink, because he is always really stink. That is really cute. No? Oh my god, there's gonna be an Animal Crossing update. They literally just casually dropped it today out of nowhere. There's going to be an exclusive or like exclusive new features for people that have a Switch 2. And there's going to be a new update. And it looked like something like a hotel. I saw like a little clip. Do you guys want to watch it together? Like really quickly as I wash my hands. Sure. Warm my hands. I know. What do you mean they just announced it like that? I know. That's what I thought. Okay. So it is a little bit longer, okay? Gonna have to mute the music. So I also haven't seen the entire trailer, by the way. I've just seen like the short brief announcements. I haven't actually watched the entire video. So it's low-key kind of good timing that we're watching it together, I think. I think this is good. Hold on. Let me know if like the volume is okay for you guys.
Hello everyone. How have you been?
Hold on.
Today, we'd like to introduce the Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition game, which adds features exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 system. We'll also cover a free update that all Animal Crossing New Horizons players can enjoy. First, let's take a look at Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
Okay, this is gonna make me sad because I won't be able to do this. I don't have a Switch 2. Okay, that's fine.
The graphics are improved with enhanced resolution.
That's good, I
Here's a
guess.
side-by-side comparison. Looking sharp, huh?
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's also fine.
Switch 2 players will be able to make use of Joy-Con 2 mouse controls.
That's nothing, like, I don't miss that.
You can
That's
use
fine.
them to redecorate.
Okay, that's
We
kind
hope
of
this
nice.
feels like a more intuitive way to move your furniture and make adjustments.
I mean, it's fine.
You
We're
can
not
also
used to it, but
use
it's
mouse
kind of
controls
nice.
when creating custom designs or writing messages on the bulletin board.
Fair.
There's a new item available in Nook's Cranny, the megaphone. Use it to call out to your island residents with a microphone built into Switch 2. Lolly! Look at that! She responded. It's a useful item when you want to find your island residents, even if they're around the corner.
Okay, that's kind of useful. But,
Until now, up to 8 players could meet when connecting online. But if everyone has the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, up to 12 players can meet up.
yeah, but then you need
With
12 people
A-Chat on
with a Switch
Nintendo
2.
Switch 2, you can chat with your pals while playing.
So, what should we do?
Okay, that's kind of nice, like integrated voice chat.
By connecting a compatible USB camera, your faces can appear in the game, like this.
Oh, that's
That way
uncanny.
You can see your friends' reactions.
12
while
rich people. Yeah, I
exploring
don't know
your
12
island
rich
together.
people.
Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition launches
With yes, with a
January
license
15th.
to play on the Switch
Nintendo
2.
Switch 2 players who already have Animal Crossing New Horizons on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition by purchasing the upgrade pack.
What do you mean you need an upgrade pack to play
Okay,
the same game on...
Let's dive into the free software update that will be available for all Animal Crossing
Okay, this
New
is the exciting
Horizons
part.
players. The free update will be available January 15th, the
Perfect.
same day as the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Let's
There's
take
going to be a
look.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition for Animal Crossing? Okay.
There's a new facility opening on the pier. It's a resort hotel right on the water.
I told you a hotel.
And it's run by Catton's family. Their goal is to work together to bring in guests from off the island. You'll help out by decorating guest rooms.
It's kind of like the DLC, but different.
Decorate the rooms based on various themes to
I still
ensure
haven't
guests
finished the
enjoy
DLC,
their
by the
stay.
way.
For example, the theme in this one is Seaside Room. Furniture items that match the
I still
theme
kind of
are
want to
provided.
finish the DLC. Maybe we can do that on stream.
You can also use other furniture you previously obtained, so feel free to decorate however you like. There
Okay, I'm
we go.
excited for this.
That looks nice. What's this? We already have a guest. He seems happy with the room. Great work. After decorating a room, you'll earn hotel tickets. Exchange these in the souvenir shop run by Graham's.
This is literally just a DLC.
Here, you can find all sorts of hotel-themed items and other rarities exclusive
Yeah, another
to her
currency, but-
shop.
Oh my god. So I do have an island that is
By
completely
dressing up
flat.
these mannequins, guests can borrow hotel outfits that are sure to brighten up their day.
Borrow an outfit?
Recommend outfits that match your island's vibe or the season, so guests can make the most of their stay. You can
But
even
that's
wear the
cute.
outfits, and so can anyone else who might be visiting your island. Have fun bringing your
Aw,
fashionable
that's
outfit
really
ideas to
cute.
life. At the hotel, you can scan compatible amiibo accessories to invite guests.
Okay. I don't have any amiibos, but
Thank you for your hard work, as always. We hope you can unwind today and enjoy your stay. To increase your island brand recognition, Tom Nook wants to promote it. with
not even the best part.
DIY island goods. Check this box to see which items to craft.
Okay.
Once you've gathered the necessary materials, it's time to get crafting.
You can craft multiple items at the same time?
Deliver the goods in exchange for hotel tickets.
Did I just see that?
Captain will take care of the delivery, helping to spread the word about your island.
What do you mean they just drop a random
Take your
update
home
and they
storage
include
to
the
the max.
one thing that we've all wanted all this
Until
time?
now, you could store up to 5,000 items, but with this update, you can upgrade it 2 more times and store a total of 9,000 items. And
Why is the
now
most
you can
exciting
even
part of
store
this whole
trees,
thing
shrubs,
crafting multiple items and
flowers?
storing more?
Well, who do we have here?
Who have I become that that's the most exciting part of my
Resetting
day?
The new cleanup service. There are 3 areas that can be tidied.
Okay.
Have him tackle just the front yard of this house. You can also have him clean up any flowers or custom designs. Any items he collects can be safely stored away, just in case you need them later. Nice and tidy. Thanks, Resetti.
What do you mean?
It's been a long day.
They do,
So let's
Amy,
enjoy
yeah.
a nice, deep sleep.
Slumber time?
When you enter a deep slumber, Luna will welcome you and whisk you away to a new dream world. You'll wake up in a pristine, fresh location called Slumber Island. Here, you're free to do whatever you want. You can decorate your Slumber Island by using items you previously obtained.
This is basically a second
You
island.
can place plants and trees like this.
No, you can go into
You
a
can
dream world, but
widen
that's not
rivers.
like this. This is technically just a second island.
Cliffs. And by talking to Lloyd, you can easily place bridges and inclines. Select the time of day and the weather. Then
Yeah, it's
bring
just
your
a build
island
mode.
residents on by. Each player can build up to 3 Slumber Islands
3?
and choose from 3 sizes: small, medium,
You can have
or large.
You can have 3 creative mode islands. What do you
can
mean?
also meet up on a
I no
friend's
longer have the
Slumber
pressure
Island and play
of
together.
making my one island perfect.
Decorate with furniture to your heart's content. Work together to build a cliff. Or dig in to create a lake.
Build together?
You and your friends can build the island of your dreams.
I am not okay. No,
Let's
this
go
is
over some of
just
the
a
new
free update, Mimbim.
collaboration
This is
offers
for
coming to the
everyone.
game. By helping at the hotel and increasing its island brand recognition, the souvenir shop will start carrying Nintendo products, including retro toys and classic game systems. With an active Nintendo Switch online membership, you can even play a select classic game on each system. Now that's playing with power. Additionally, via Nook Shopping, Lego items, including furniture and fashion items, such as a sofa, a
What?
wallpaper, t-shirt, and more will be available. They come in a variety of colors, so mix and match to find combinations you like. The Zonai Authentication Crest, Triforce, plus other furniture and fashion items inspired by the Legend of Zelda series will become available by tapping compatible Legend of Zelda series amiibo. In addition, newly added characters Tulin and Minoru can visit your island.
Oh my god, I want Minoru!
You can also invite them to come live on your island, of course.
I need this! I need all of this! I need all the Zelda amiibos now!
And if you tap a compatible amiibo from the Splatoon series, Cece
I don't know
and
enough
DJ
about
can visit your
Splatoon, but
island.
Cece is adorable.
Seems
Okay,
like
you're
they're
kinda
really
cool.
into dressing up. They look a little familiar, don't they? Splatoon collaboration items will also become available.
This is
Use them
all
to
for the
show off
OG
your
Switch.
true colors. The free update for Animal Crossing New Horizons arrives January 15th. That's the same day as the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Well, what'd you think? With new features included in both the Nintendo Switch 2 edition and the free update, we hope you'll continue enjoying the island life.
I'm blown away. This genuinely finally might get me back into Animal Crossing.
We can't wait for you to see everything new on the island, January 15th.
I think January 15th, your girl's gonna start playing Animal Crossing again. Maybe a little bit earlier so we can, like, prepare for it. Because my island needs some preparation right now. It's not in a good state. But, excuse me? That is... what? How did they just drop that? Can I then visit? Yeah. You do have to be Switch friends, so I'll limit people visiting to, like, people I actually know. But I actually know you, so yeah, you can come visit. I can't believe... if you wait for Resetti on the 15th... oh, so the thing is... so my island's basically empty, but all of my villagers are gonna be pissed that I haven't said hi to them in months. I probably need to clean my house a little bit, and, like, we can prepare for all the ideas, and maybe we can just play Happy Home Paradise for a bit, like, to prepare as well. See, that's the thing, Jane. We could build together. I think we have to be Switch friends for that, and again, I'm keeping that exclusive to people I actually know. Because one of the things that I don't like about Switch is, like, if we could just become friends in Animal Crossing, it would be fine, because I'd be playing that on stream. But every single time I play something else on my Switch, everyone can see that you're online. And I personally don't like that. Because it's, like, kind of like my private time. So I only have people as Switch friends that I actually, like, really know in real life that are, like, my offline friends. But yes, we can share dream codes, and I would love to do, like, tours. I've never done tours, actually. The dodo codes, you have to be friends to visit someone's island. But yeah, I've actually never canceled my online membership for Nintendo because I was like, one day I'm gonna be playing online games again. I know Sunnyside, but I don't want to have to do that because I do want my actual friends to be able to see that I'm online. Like, for instance, my sister and I used that all the time for when we were both playing Animal Crossing. So it's like one of those things. It's just kind of like an off-limits thing, which I think should also be fine. Like, it's fine to not, share in my entire life with the internet. You've sold turnips before? I think to actually work on someone's island, you probably need to be friends. But we can try and test it, of course. Dodo codes are for everyone? Really? I did not know that. Mod game night? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. But yeah, I would probably first start by playing myself because I haven't played in forever. But it could be fun to do, like, a community night where we build together. If that's, like, possible. If we can do the Slumber Islands without actually being all, like, friends, that would be really nice. Yeah. You don't have a Switch? Oh, no. Time to go buy one, Lena. No. Just kidding. Literally. Switches are expensive. Although I guess with the Switch 2 coming out, I can't imagine that there probably are people selling their original Switch for, like, discount. I have been thinking whether I wanted to update my Switch, and I was like, "Nah," because I never play handheld anyways, so most of the benefits of the Switch 2, I'm not really gonna benefit from. I can just hook it up to my computer and just play on my screen. That does mean that I'm gonna have to reset up my entire, like, settings and stuff for, having my console connected, because 'cause that's been a while. It's been a really long time since I've streamed anything from my Switch. Um Or do I play Animal Crossing? Do you feel like you wanna play Animal Crossing now, Micah? Can you buy a Switch 2 and can I get your old one? Honestly, I think I would probably keep my old one even if I buy a Switch 2, because there are some games that I don't think are backwards compatible just yet. I don't know if they're ever gonna be, by the way. Um, so I guess I'm going to be borrowing it. Yeah, all of us all of a sudden being like, "So who do I know with a Switch?" Um With the games I wanna play, I've decided to just keep my old one, yeah. I think the only game that could make me update is if they make the new Professor Layton game Switch 2 exclusive. Because I've been looking forward to that game for years now. Like, genuinely, when I started streaming 4.5 years ago, they had already said that they were gonna make a new Layton game. And at the time, I was already thinking, "Oh, I can't wait for that to come out." And it was supposed to come out this year in November, but I think it's delayed. Because I haven't seen any announcements about it. But if that's gonna be Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be Switch 2 exclusive, so then I'll probably buy it because of that game. Because I genuinely really wanna play that new Layton game so bad. Um, but until then, I'll just stick with my regular old Switch. I even have a Gen 1 Switch, I don't even have an OLED. Um, I've had my Switch for a really long time. But, oh my god, guys, who knew? What do you mean? What do you mean they literally just dropped ginormous Animal Crossing news on the most random Thursday? Like, what? Professor Layton, so it's written like this. Um, it's a puzzle game. It's like a story-driven puzzle game. There are already 3 Professor Layton games with the original professor and his apprentice. So, like, the professor is basically he's like a detective who's really good at solving puzzles, and you follow his story together with his apprentice, Luke. And they like, every single game, they solve a different mystery. So there's, like, a murder or, like, something has gone missing, and then throughout the game, there's, like, all these puzzles, like, hundreds of puzzles, literally, that you have to solve to play through the entire story. Yeah, but that's the thing, that's what I was gonna say. So there's 6 games in total, but only 3 actually have the original cast in it, AKA Luke and Layton. There's 3 games made after, but they are just not the same. They don't have the same vibes. They're, like, about his I think it's his cousin, Catriel. I've played them. They weren't the same vibe. They were still fun, but something about Luke and Layton's interactions made those games, like, those stories just so good. And I think generally speaking, everyone kinda shares that opinion of, like, yeah, Professor Layton, the actual games, like, the first 3 were the best, and then it got less. And then out of nowhere, a year ago, or 2 years ago, so they had already said that they were working on a new Layton game, but most people were kinda like, "Ah, probably gonna be, like, another random prequel, whatever." Um, and then 2, 3 years ago, I think it was. I don't exactly remember the time, but they were like, "No, it's actually with Luke and Layton." And, like, they're going fully back to the original concept of the game. Um, so yeah. So I guess Animal Crossing it is, let's go. I used to play it with your mom, let's go. I used to play it on my DS, and then I would, like, sneak my DS into the bedroom to, like because I had to go sleep, but then I would, like, secretly take it so that I could play Professor Layton at night. Um, no, I didn't really vibe with Catriel. Like, I don't know, her character wasn't very likable or something, whereas Luke is, like, very likable. So yeah. But to be honest with Professor Layton, I think I would probably play it off stream. Um, because I wanna be able to really immerse myself in that game and, like, not have to think about streaming at the same time. So I would probably play it offline. just to have something for myself. But if I do have to buy a Switch 2 for that, that would open up a bunch of other game opportunities because there's a bunch of games that, that are really fun but are exclusive to Switch 2, so we can't play them right now. Also, I'm just trying to, like, find some good paintings. We need, like, random paintings in this house. Um, you don't want to backseat puzzles? No. So that's the thing. I would probably have to, like, be you guys would have to watch but never interact unless I ask something. I just don't think, like I think if you're okay with people backseating, which is fine if you're, like, on a second playthrough, like, if you've already played the game, um, and then people can join in, then it could be fun. But I just personally feel like I don't think I would wanna play it, like, twice that short in such a short time frame. But then if you're experiencing it for the first time, I personally always feel like backseaters kinda ruin the vibe a bit if you are also experiencing it for the first time. Um, like, if you already kinda know what's gonna happen, then backseaters could be interesting because they might offer, like, a new perspective, but yeah, it's a very specific stream style. I don't think that that necessarily would be, like, a stream style for me. Um, as in, like, I might enjoy watching it maybe, but also never really done that, to be honest. Um, yeah, exactly, thoughts, exactly. It's not necessarily bad, but just very different, I guess. I feel like this would be such a perfect wall for a bookcase. Hold on. Oh, but guys, Animal Crossing news. On such a random day as well. I'm so confused. And yeah, I saw you guys were talking about it earlier while the video was playing. This indeed must have had some really crazy NDAs. Because the fact that this did not leak out is really impressive. Like the fact that through all of this time, Nintendo managed to keep this a secret is, and also that they did the huge Nintendo Direct announcement. And everyone was like, "Yeah, okay, that there's that then. No Animal Crossing update for us. We guess it's no longer, it's never gonna happen." I think everyone legit after the last Nintendo Direct was like, "Yeah, this was our last shot." Like um, with the Switch 2 coming out, this would have been the moment for Animal Crossing news, like a new game or anything. And then there was no news, so everyone was kind of like, "Yeah, then surely that's it." Then there's not gonna be any more Animal Crossing for us. And then just today, out of nowhere, um oh, yeah, that's actually a good shout. Could just be the HDMI cable or something like that. Um, Still frustrating though, especially if you just got really excited to play, then you don't wanna be dealing with that. Okay, so we got some paintings. Um, so considering that Pipi is still obviously she's a kid, I do also feel like we should have some kid stuff in the house. Um, like a toy box and stuff. Let's see. Mm, I'm trying to figure out what else I wanna add. Maybe we could have, like, this table. I know that this games table, there's, like, chairs that match with it. It's from the little camper kit. I feel like that could be cute to have, like, a game table in the middle of the room. Um, do you not have any, like, other HDMI cables on hand? Um, like, maybe one that you can temporarily use from, like, a screen or something? It is kinda wild to make a whole house for a kid, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that is kinda difficult as well. Um, as in, like, it's difficult to decide what to pick, like, what items to use. Because apart from the fact that it just has to be a little bit wonky, um, I mean, it's also just a house, but, like, you don't wanna decorate, like, a full adult house because that wouldn't make any sense. Oh, There we go. Okay. I was gonna look for the chairs from this kit. Uh, mm, mm, mm. These ones. Hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah. We're gonna do the pictures on the wall crooked. Let me show you. Also, I learned the other day that apparently that's supposed to be named Jaunty. I did not know, but look. Um, this one is up straight, but that's fine. But look, this one is even upside down. Um, that's fair, Micah. That's fair. That is unfortunate, but then I guess you would have to like, do you know, is it does your Switch still charge if you put it in the docking? Because I guess that would give you some indication on whether it's the power cable or the HDMI. Um, okay, the different color chairs is very nice. Okay, let's do those. Rotation, change axis. And then we went for like a little bit, not too much. Because otherwise it's also not realistic. I guess no, actually I like that at some. Um Want to try just in case. I would try like first start with a new HDMI. Because if your Switch still charges, it's low chance that it's the power. And I guess a power cable is going to be really expensive, whereas a HDMI cable doesn't have to be super expensive. No. There we go. Um mm, Starting to tap out, yeah. Which is weird because HDMI cables don't normally break that fast, I think. Or at least I've had one HDMI cable die on me. One. Okay, so then we were gonna make this like a little crafty corner. Mm, hold on. Mm. Trying to figure out if I actually want the woodworking or if I just want like this as decoration, maybe for the painting. As the first HDMI that you've ever replaced, yeah. Also, Lena, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I'm still like trying to process all the information that we just got. Like, I can't believe that in 2025 there is an Animal Crossing update that has got me really excited. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect. Like, that's just so unexpected. Like, in my brain, I had, the game came out. This is honestly, the timing of Animal Crossing, I kid you not, it's like they know shit's gonna go down. Because obviously this update has been planned for a long time. But the fact that there's so many simmers now returning to Animal Crossing, or at least having Animal Crossing back into their content because of the whole EA shit, and then them releasing an update is like perfect timing. Animal Crossing came out for like most people in the world about 7 days before the lockdown started. So it's everyone's lockdown game. Interesting they're releasing it after Christmas, I think, because one, I don't expect the Switch 2 to go on sale for Christmas because it's still too new. So if people are gonna buy it, they're gonna buy it anyways. Christmas is not really like they're gonna buy it for Christmas no matter Animal Crossing. Most of this game update, this content is free unless you actually want to upgrade to Switch 2, which is something that I think again is not gonna go on sale for Christmas. They're just gonna push people to buy it, but I don't think it's gonna go on sale. Or maybe Gonna go on sale for like $15 cheaper. Um, their announcement has been maybe early. I don't think so, to be honest. Because if you look at the timeline, it's like 2 months in advance. I don't think that's super early. And I also feel like this update must have been planned for quite a long time already, so I think it's genuinely luck on their end that EA I mean, they might have known of the EA sale, like, longer than other people. Um, like, unfortunately, you never know, what these big corporations know of each other, but I don't necessarily think it's a reaction to people changing their content. I think, again, they just hit a gold mine. Um, yeah, I think a bunch of people already have the game. I think there's a small group of people that is now going to, like, onboard the the Animal Crossing group, but I think most people that are gonna play are people that already have had the game for, like, years. Um Oh, really? Was it that much longer? I thought it was, like, a week, but okay, so it was, like, a month. But then still, I do remember that Animal Crossing, like, initially, it was fine, and, like, people started buying it, people started playing it, and then eventually, they're because of the chip shortage due to lockdown, there were just not enough chips, so people couldn't buy Switches anymore. The announcement, maybe. I don't know if they would have pulled that forward. But even if they did, that is genius. That's a good move. That's a very smart move on their end, for sure. Yes. Yes, of course, Abu. Always. Also, Joey, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Um, I'm just trying to figure out, like, before I switch out of little campers, if there was something that I still wanted. I wanted to get there was another kit where I was like, "Oh, I wanna get that kit quickly." The painting kit. This one. Um, I know. I know, Abu. We didn't. And that is, in fact, very strange to think about. I agree. I agree that does not make any sense. Also, we need light in this corner. Like, really badly, actually. Um, where am I gonna place that? That's kinda nice. I like that. I know, same. Same. But that's just because, like, the first 5 seconds we talked, we were like, "Yep, so now we're friends." There was just no escaping it. Like, I feel like we genuinely never had that period of becoming friends. We just were. Um, so I was already working at Top Desk when the lockdown started. I'd been there for 3 years at that point. But I mean, we worked from home mostly. Like, even when people slowly started going back to work for quite a long time, a lot of us, at least me, worked from home. So, like, I stretched that as long as possible. Um, yeah, exactly. Also, hi Martin, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Also, I love the fact that this is like somewhat of a like professional artist setup, but then we have this like kid's chair over here because it's still Pippi Longstocking's house. So, she's still a kid. Um Exactly. Yeah, like, we didn't interact with each other at all. We were also working in very different departments. Um, it's just vibes in this house. Yeah, to be honest, it kind of is because this house is really not making any sense, but I feel like that's exactly what Pippi Longstocking's house was. Like, it's very clearly a house that is supposed to have adults living in it, but it's just a kid. So everything's just everywhere. Also, we definitely need a light up here because it's very dark in the stairway. Um, can that go on there? Again, placing stuff in places where it should not be. Um, I also just feel like I don't know. Pippi would be that type of person that like Tommy and Annika would come to to her house and she'd be like, "Today we're painting." And then they're like, "Yeah, but we don't know how to paint." And she's like, "That's okay. Today we're painting." And just absolutely going for it because she can. Hmm. That could go up there, I guess. And then like halfway through the painting, she's gonna go like, "Okay, now we're playing a board game." Yeah, they're just playing like throwing paint around. Like she sleeps upside down and then she wakes up and she immediately starts painting. Okay. I do think that most of the living room is done. Um I think we need some lights in here. That is a really good shout, Esther. Oh my god, thank you. You have hiccups. Ew. We hate hiccups. Hiccups are not fun. Okay, let's get that in here. Let's change the light color to be a bit warmer. Yeah, now the stairs are actually properly lit. Um Also, Connie, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I quickly want to go in first person. Hold on. We definitely still have to decorate the hallway and stuff. I actually kind of like the weird vibes where you have to step up. Oh, there's no ceiling. Chat emergency. The ceiling is missing. Ooh, yes. I hope it works out. Okay, we're gonna have to fix the ceiling, but why is there no ceiling? That's really strange. Can I just move this somewhere else temporarily? There we go. I fix. Oh, I haven't decorated the hallway, Abu. So yes. For now it's by design. That's simply because I have skipped that room so far. I just wanted to see in first person what we've made so far. I know, I really hate it when my ceiling just disappears. Um, Build 5 different carts on DoorDash. Ro, will you do the honors of picking number 1 to 5? Ooh, 2, because that's my favorite number. I love how random this house is. Also, Conlo, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And the cupcake machine was a stroke of genius. I don't remember who said it, but that I feel like that object is made to go into that corner. And then that's just the living room. It's such a mess. I like it. I like it a lot. It's so random. Taco Bell it is, Slay. What are you getting from Taco Bell? I have come to the realization That was you? Let's go. Thank you again, Infilira. That was such a good idea. Um, I have come to the realization, so we do have Taco Bell in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, Taco Bell is really, really, really bad. Um, the only other time I've had Taco Bell was when I was in Aruba. Taco Bell in Aruba is not as bad as it is here, but I did not like Taco Bell. I was, like, convinced that I just didn't like Taco Bell. I just thought this is not for me. Apparently, it's just not my vibe. And then we DoorDashed Taco Bell on the first night in the US because that was, like, one of the few things that was open that had vegetarian options. Because they obviously, like, McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and stuff was, like, open, but we were like, "Yeah, that's all meat." So Amber and Jens, both vegetarian, we were like, "Okay, let's look at Taco Bell." 1, there are so many more options. So many more options. 2, quality of the food, very different. I mean, I guess partially that's because there's things like specific spices and stuff that they're allowed to use that they're not allowed to use over here because of regulations, which would check out why also in Aruba it would be bad because Aruba's technically or not Aruba isn't like the Netherlands, but I think partially it has like similar rules. I know that Bonaire is technically just a municipality of the Netherlands. So I don't know exactly how that works with Aruba, but probably similar rules. So there's just a lot of taste missing here, which is weird because we have so many herbs and spices that you could be using. But no, it's just a bit tasteless and a bit meh. But then in the US, I was like, damn, this is actually really good. And I really liked it. So yeah, I think now I have had my eyes opened. I have come to the realization that maybe Taco Bell is not all bad. Um, I didn't get the spicy potato taco. I don't remember what I got, actually. Do I still have the app? It worked? What was the fix? Now I'm really curious. Hold on. Do I still have DoorDash on my phone? I deleted it. Valid, because why would I need DoorDash in the Netherlands? But I love how efficient I am. Like, immediately deleted the app. Um, Spicy potato taco, grilled cheese burrito, chalupa supreme, soft taco, and a cinnamon twist. Oh, that sounds really good. I think I might have had the grilled cheese burrito, or I think I might have had a chicken one. I tend to go for chicken options. Um, Definitely more bland than the US because apparently they can't use, paprika. That's so weird because you just have that, right? Like, that exists as well. Okay, hold on. I quickly need to answer my dad because he's texting me about tomorrow. Um, oh my god, my parents are adorable. They're, like, making an itinerary. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. They're making, like, a little itinerary for our day in Antwerp, and they're asking if I would like to go to the Museum of Fashion and if I would like to go to the Kilo Vintage sale. But the one that they're suggesting is, like, I've been to before, it's actually really nice. Um, and then they're like, "And of course have dinner somewhere." Hi. Ja, helemaal leuk. Klinkt als een topplan. Um, mhm. 1 second. I need to check how far. Cute, right? Honestly, I love that. Such a good itinerary. And then they were also like, "You have to pick all the places where we're gonna eat because you know all the good places to eat." Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. So I do in fact already know where we're gonna eat. I think tomorrow we're gonna eat at a typical Flemish restaurant called the Bomma. Or just Bomma. Then I think for breakfast on Saturday we're gonna go to Le Pain Quotidien because I love that place and it's also a really beautiful location. Like the restaurant itself is like just a pretty building. And then I haven't really made a decision yet for the Saturday evening because then we also have to get the train back. So okay, hold on. I need to check how long it is from the train station to the hotel. I think it was really fast. It's like a 10-minute walk. Okay. Mm, okay. It's very Flemish, yeah. It's a really cute restaurant. So, the concept is, first and foremost, they have, like, just typical, like, Flemish cuisine. So, like, lots of fish and potatoes. I like it. Um, but you can if you go there with your grandma, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, Boma is, Flemish for grandma. You can actually like, your grandma can take a picture, like a framed picture of herself and hang it up on the wall. So, like, the entire restaurant is filled with random grandma pictures. So, like, the restaurant has, like, a hilarious ambiance because you can just look around and see all these kind of random pictures of grandmas. Um, and their food is pretty good, and it's, like, really central and has, like, a good view. Um, so, I don't know, it's just a fun restaurant to go to. Um, and I've been there twice, I think? I vividly remember one time, but I think I had been there before. Where is this? Antwerp. Um, so I'm gonna go have dinner there, I think, tomorrow or Saturday. Because we do have to be, at the show tomorrow on time. Like, the doors open, I believe, at 6:30 already. Oh, for the tour, well, this is the outside. Voila. Very pretty. Um, and for the inside, we literally just finished the living room. So we have the kitchen and we have the living room. And I was just gonna start the hallway. I'm gonna keep the hallway fairly simple. I guess just use the same, and then have like a um yes, the this is Rover Dance. No, it's for Lord of the Dance. The colors, it's so fun. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So this is for Lord of the Dance, which is the one show that I haven't seen yet. Wait! Oh my god! Elia, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? You did do it before the start of November. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the freaking rose roll. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy your time as a beautiful blooming rose. And thank you, Esther, for setting it up. Hold on, let me run to the rose room. For anyone in the rose room, make sure to give Elia a warm, warm welcome. Lord of the Dance. Yeah, it's very similar to Riverdance, though, as in not the same show, obviously, but they're actually very closely not related is not the right word because it's a show, but um okay, I'm gonna get really nerdy right now. For anyone who doesn't know. So the main dancer and creator of Lord of the Dance, the one and only Michael Flatley, actually was the original dancer of Riverdance. Riverdance was initially not a full show, it was a small show that was performed during the Song Festival of 1995. Um, and that was, like, early in the year. So, like, spring 1995, they performed the Song Festival, like a mini show, because it was an Eurovision, sorry. Yeah, that's Song Festival, right? Yeah, it is. For a second, my brain was like, "Did I say that correctly?" But yes, Eurovision. Um, and everyone loved it. Like, it was so popular that they were like, "Oh my god, we can make this into a show." So they started producing the full show of Riverdance. Towards the end of the year, um, yeah, Michael Flatley is the Lord of the Dance. That's basically he made a show about himself. Um, he is also still, I believe to this day, the record holder of world's fastest tap dancer. Um, Or maybe someone broke it at this point, but for a really long time, he was the world record holder for fastest tap dancer. But he was working on Riverdance as the lead dancer because he's the one who's actually dancing at Eurovision as well. And like, he'd been kind of having issues with the producers and like the crew on Riverdance. Let's just say that he has a bit of an attitude. Like, he is very confident in his own skills. And Riverdance didn't really like that. They really like were trying to box him in, like really trying to get him to just do the thing that they wanted and nothing else. And he just had too big of a character to be in that show, I think. So, and then there was like apparently there was a thing in the contract that they weren't going to pay him fairly, or he at least thought they weren't going to pay him fairly. So on the night of the premiere, he literally dropped out of the show. He walked out on the night of the premiere. So his backup dancer had to do the premiere, and he just never danced Riverdance, even though he was actually like the one saying, like, you know, whatever, I'm not going to do this anymore. So he walked out. I've actually seen a whole documentary. The thing is, the reason I'm calling him a character, not just an ego, is partially he was right. They were actually not treating him properly. Like, as the star dancer of the show, and at that point, the face that everybody loved from Riverdance, they were not nearly paying him as enough, like as much as they should have. They were also like really trying to push him to be like the marketing face of the entire show, but then didn't really include him. So he was like, I'm being used as a puppet and I don't like it. Again, big part was also ego. Big part was justified. So on the night he walks out, and then the next day he starts his own show, which is called Lord of the Dance. And the big main difference between Riverdance and Lord of the Dance is that Riverdance is like very traditional. So it's very, very traditional Irish dancing, which means that from like the waist up, they basically don't move their body. The dancing is literally just with like tapping, and that's it. Or if they do move their torso, it's very like stern and very, I don't know, rigid, I would call it. Which is beautiful. If done well, like, it looks amazing. However, Michael Flatley always believed that tap dancing could evolve into more if it was actually combined with modern dancing or ballet and stuff like that. And that was a vision that was like not shared by the producers of Riverdance. They were like, no, it has to be very traditional, otherwise it doesn't work. Like, this is basically our first time taking this type of dancing, like on like very global. So no, we're not gonna do that. So then Michael Flatley basically designed a show where his dancers would have more freedom. And that's why Lord of the Dance in the end became more popular, because I think in the end his vision did work, because for a lot of people, Riverdance was too stern and it was too rigid and it was like too unfamiliar. Even though I think a lot of people also fell in love with it, and that show is still going. So that show also got wildly popular. I think Michael Flatley in a way became extra famous also because he wasn't actually born in Ireland. He was American, which was also something that a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, big deal." So yeah, that's the whole history of Michael Flatley, and this is the thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This might be a special interest of mine. Who is surprised? But also, I'm hoping, this is like a weird thing. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I used to, like, my dream was to actually see Lord of the Dance with Michael Flatley still dancing. And I'm saying this like my dream, but I'm not joking when I'm saying that I've been wanting to see this show for 30 years. I literally watched this show as a kid, like at least I would say like once a week or something. I would actively ask my parents, I was like, can I please watch Lord of the Dance again? Like, there's photos of me as like a little kiddo trying to do the intro dance, because there's one character called Goldilocks and she like opens the show, and I knew her entire dance as a kid. Like, I was obsessed. So I've been like really waiting to see this show, but of course, Michael Flatley at this point, pretty old guy, doesn't do the entire show anymore. But because this is the 30-year tour celebration, I'm kind of like, I'm hoping that because it's the 30-year anniversary, that he might be with them on tour or might be like making appearances. Oh my god, I'm so jealous of your wife's granny. Not a thing I expected to say today, but I'm so jealous. Like, would have loved to be one of the people to see Lord of the Dance with Michael Flatley. Like, as a kid, I had a crush on that dude. Now that I'm older, I'm realizing that I don't think I have a crush on him anymore. I think I'm just really in awe of his dancing skills. But everyone and their mother had a crush on Michael Flatley. I remember I think my grandma might have also had a crush on Michael Flatley. Okay, so someone named James Devine is quicker by 38 taps, and Flatley had 35. But there are also world records, but dancing so many taps by 60 seconds. So there are a few people with records, though. Love looking things up. Thanks for looking it up, though, because I was actually kind of curious. I was going to look it up after stream. Proper Irish granny energy. Oh, that sounds amazing. But yeah. I'm just very excited about all of this. I'm very excited to go to the show. They actually played in the Netherlands 2 weeks ago when I was in the US. And I remember when those shows were announced, I literally cried. I was like, what do you mean that finally, after all these years, Lord of the Dance is coming to the Netherlands and I will be in America? Like, I was really heartbroken over it. And then, like, a week later, I saw that they announced their shows in Belgium, and I was like, wait, that's like 2 weeks later. I should be able to make it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that clip. That's a good clip. I like it. But I don't know. I feel like when I saw that, I was like, yes, I'm so happy. Like, I was so excited, so thrilled. And then I was like, oh shit, but who is gonna go with me? And then I was like, oh, maybe I can persuade my dad. My dad is like not one to travel. Like, I'm a bit easier with like, oh, I'll just go, I'll just go for the weekend. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to convince him to come with me. How am I gonna do this? Like, do you wanna maybe go to Lord of the Dance in Belgium for your birthday? I'll buy your ticket. And then he was like, yeah, sure, sounds good. But then we probably have to stay overnight. And I was like, well, that can be your birthday gift to me because my birthday's in like a month. So we basically gave each other a birthday gift. And then my mom was like, can I come too? I want to go to Antwerp as well. So she's coming with us to Antwerp, but she's not actually going to go see the show. Like, I don't actually know what she's going to do when we're at the show because she's not coming. We asked, like, do you want to take it too? She's like, no, you can go together. She just wants to, like, come with us to Antwerp and enjoy the Saturday, I guess. Because she never leaves the US, Ireland, to play London, so we're staying overnight. Completely respect it. No, but I love that. I love that for you, that you're actually gonna go see your favorite actress. It's one of those things, like, if you have the time and the means to go do so, like, yeah, why not? She's gonna go Queen out in Antwerp. No, I think my mom, I wouldn't be surprised if she's gonna take, like, her knitting, and she's gonna be in the hotel room knitting by herself, while we are at the show. And then the next day, we're gonna go to the fashion museum and to a vintage kilo sale, apparently. But yeah, it's fun. I said the other day, I think, like, this is the first time that I am going, like, on a little holiday with my parents as, like, a grown-up. The last time that I did that, I was, like, basically visiting my parents at their holiday with Scott for, like, 3 days. But I think this is the first time around where, like, it's actually us 3 as adults. Mom sounds like a vibe. I'll tell her that. The other day, she was also trying to explain. She was like, yeah, I always see your videos on YouTube, but I don't really know what you're doing. You're, like, doing, like, something with, like, like a very, a very berry eats something. And I was like, Do you mean the not so berry? Yeah, maybe I mean the not so. What is that about? Like, what is that? I always see them, and then I see like number 140, and I'm like, is there another berry somewhere? um, did some crazy trips for art exhibitions. No, but that's amazing. I love that for you. That sounds so fun. But yeah, then I had to explain. It was like at my sister's birthday, I had to explain what the not so berry challenge is. Um, and with that, I had to explain what a legacy challenge is because she also didn't understand that. My aunt was there as well. She also didn't understand it. Also, I have like there's something is really itchy in my face, but it's like super annoying. So if I keep touching my eye, it's just because something is really itchy. Feels like I got like stung by a mosquito in my like right here on my eyelid. It's super annoying. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's just funny because she does watch a lot of my YouTube videos, but she mostly watched things from Extratxt, but I don't really post there anymore. So then she was like looking why I wasn't posting, and then she was looking at the Sims channel. She was kind of like, "Yeah, I don't understand. What is the what do you mean with like a very berry something?" So yeah, and then I had to explain how that works. Um, oh, library events in other states. That sounds amazing. I love library events. What is it jumping up to? Oh, platform. Okay, I'll just leave it like this then. Okay, that's a very simple but like functional bathroom. I think that works. Um, how about we make this office like her dad's office? Because her dad is like a pirate, but he used to be a captain. I think. Like I think the whole point is that he used to be like she's a librarian. I love that. Both of my parents are librarians or not anymore. My mom no longer works in the library, but as I was growing up, both my parents librarians. Yes, of course. Thank you so much for hanging out, Elia. And thank you so much again for the rose roll redeem. I appreciate it so much. Why does the lighting get so weird? Did they meet at the library? No, but they did meet at library school. So technically, yes. Like no, but yes. You know? Um, they were both studying in The Hague to become a librarian. Or that's actually it's not like librarian is not the studies that you do. You actually do like information management studies if you want to become a librarian. Um so that's what they were both doing. And there they met and they were each other's first love. All very cutesy. Very cutesy patootsy. Sounds like a rom-com. I think honestly they've told the story a couple of times. It kind of has a little bit of rom-com vibes, yeah. Um Okay, let's make that room a little bit darker actually. Um and then there I was. Um like I remember growing up and then I had like my first boyfriend and I was like, "Oh my god, we're going to stay forever together." And then that didn't happen. And then I had a little bit of an identity crisis because I was like, "No, but I was raised with the thought that like your first love is going to be your forever love." So I didn't know what to do with myself. So then I entered well, that's not entirely true. Then first I had another boyfriend who I was like, "This is gonna be the one forever." Yes. Was not the one forever. Glad that was not the one forever, to be honest, because he was kind of a dick. He also cheated on me with someone else in our class. So then I had to watch them be a lovey-dovey, happy couple for like 3.5 years after. Was not great. Was not enjoying that. So I'm honestly kind of happy he wasn't the one. And then I was like, what do I do with my life? I don't know. I'm so lost. What do you mean this wasn't my love forever? So then I went into my I wouldn't want to call it a slutty area because it wasn't slutty. I was just having fun. But that was definitely something new for my parents. What? Also, hi, Sadu, welcome in. And Thomas, hi, it's good to see you. Librarians are not the only people who work in libraries. Lots of support staff. That is very true. I've actually worked in a library as support staff. Fun fact. There was a time where both my parents, both my sisters, and I were all working in the library. It was a great time. A great time. We all liked it very much. Casual era? I guess, yeah, maybe. Definitely, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good way to describe it. My casual era. Why are we talking about slutting? Commotion. That's why. Narwhals. No, it was mostly like I was just a bit lost. I was like, yeah, but if both of my first relationships aren't like the ones that are gonna last me forever, how am I ever gonna find someone? And then I just dated like a whole bunch of people. Also, a whole bunch of people that I didn't date were somewhere in the picture. But the thing is, like, for some of them, I actually had like a really good connection, but it just never really worked out. And then there was this time where I was like, okay, I'm done. You know what? I'm done with dating. I'm like done with everything. I deleted like all of the dating apps. I was just done with all of it. And then I met Scott. So yeah, I guess things can work out. Because at this point we've been together for next year, March, we've been together for 7 years. I wasn't really a serial dater, no. I wouldn't call myself a serial dater. Because I wasn't necessarily dating a lot of people. Affectionately. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, affectionately call it my slutty area, but it, like, not with, like, the negative connotation with it, if that makes any sense. Oh, 100% thoughts. For me, that era of my life, like, taught me so much about my independence and about who I wanted to be as a person. I feel like it also taught me to not become someone based on who you're dating, because I was dating, like, so many people, like, so many different people. Some of them I wasn't even actually dating. We literally just hung out a couple of times, but it was never really, like, fully dating. I learned a lot about myself as a person. Do I say area? Sorry, that's the empty spots in my brain. Let's ignore it. But, I mean, maybe I also have a slutty area. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Um, but, like, I learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about what it meant to be independent and not, like, dependent on a relationship, learned a lot about my taste. Also, I think that's the time where I, like, full on figured out that I was bisexual. Like, that's the time where I dated girls. Um, so, I don't know. I feel like that whole, like, single and mix and mingle era was very good for me. Oversharing. You guys know that I love oversharing with chat, right? That's nothing new. I don't know why you're all surprised. Like, honestly, if at this point you're still surprised, that's on you. You were kicked out of Twitch. Oh no, Twitch, that's kind of rude. Why would you do that? Mm. Yeah, it's very much a learning curve for self-discovery. And I'm not saying that you can't do that any other way. I'm not saying like, oh, you need like a, singles period where you just kind of go wild to discover yourself. Not at all. But for me, it was in a way really helpful. Like, it gave me a lot of perspective on who I am and like who I wanted to be and stuff like that. Okay, that clips a bit, but honestly, I don't hate it that much. So I do think that looks good. You're kind of in the opposite camp, really? Bed is calling me. No, that's completely fair. I hope you have some really good sleeps. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, thank you. I mean, we're also not gonna make it too late today. Just a little heads up for everyone. Um, because I have a pretty busy day tomorrow. So in the morning, I still need to do some work before I leave, so need to wake up on time and stuff. Um, that lasted 1 week where I kissed 3 girls good times. Hey, it still happened. It was there. I was straight in high school or tried to be. That was a riot. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine being, like, forcing yourself into something you're not. Usually doesn't yield very successful results, I think. Mm, doesn't come with another print, unfortunately. Um, into commitment and serious relationships from the get-go. Did try a couple of casual things after I broke up with my ex and they were terrible. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. The casual thing does have a lot more tendency to be shitty. I've also had some very shitty interactions in that, unfortunately. Also some really good ones, some really lovely ones. Um, but also some shitty ones. And I do think if you're looking for something like more serious, then often you're looking for someone else who's also more serious, which mean like in a way it partially filters out some of the shitty shit, you know? Um I just got a Twitch notification about if I really wanted to send my previous message where I said something about slutty area. That sounds like a Oh my god. What sounds like a lesbian circle? That blew off massively. The other one, now your partner. Oh my god, that's hilarious, Thomas. That's hilarious. And each other only serious relationship. And you were totally lucky as fuck. And we had our learning curve, but it was just different. Yeah. Like I've seen this literally also with my sister. Like you can still have your learning curve and like figuring out who you are and like, what is important to you in life while you're in a very committed relationship. It's not exclusive to being single. Um I think for me it was good to do that while being single because one thing that I tended to do, I don't do that anymore. Luckily. Thank God. But I used to do this and I'm actually happy that being single like made me unlearn this behavior. But I was someone who really I, like, shaped my identity around the person that I was dating. And in some cases, that led to me discovering, like, new interests. So, for example, when I was with my first boyfriend, that was, I think, my first proper introduction to, like, gaming. Like, I had gamed before. Like, I had a Nintendo, I played Nintendogs, I used to, like, enjoy playing some computer games, but I was never really, like, a gamer. Um, and then he was, like, a big, big gamer. Like, he loved gaming. He had, like, different types of consoles and he had like a whole setup in his bedroom and he loved like all of the typical games like Zelda and Mario and like he played them all and I don't know, like he was a Nintendo kid as well. What age are we talking about? 15 and 16. Like we met each other when we were 15 and then we broke up when I was 16, I think. Do I say this correctly? No, I'm lying. I'm lying. No. It was actually 16 and 17. Sorry. Because we broke up at 17. That's when I just started university, and that's because I fell in love with someone else. Like, I fell head over heels for one of my classmates, which was totally unexpected because I was fully convinced that I would actually stay with the guy, like, my first boyfriend for the rest of my life. Like, I genuinely really thought that. And then I fell head over heels for someone else, and I was like, "Well, crap, I can't really stay in the relationship I am in right now if I am literally in love with someone else." So we ended up breaking up over that, which was very, like, sad because I also really didn't wanna hurt my first boyfriend. Like, I didn't want to make him feel bad. But I was also like, "It's not fair to stay in a relationship with you if I'm clearly in love with someone else." Because that was, like, the I've never experienced that before, and I don't think I wanna ever experience it again. Like, the type where I couldn't eat, and I couldn't sleep, and all I could think about was that guy in my class. Like, it really took me by surprise. Um, so yeah, that is, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't wanna experience that again because I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, I was feeling nervous all the time, like, I couldn't focus in class. Which one was Scarabin? That was I wouldn't call him a one night stand because we saw each other twice, We also didn't have sex. So, was not a one night stand. But he was somewhere in the slutty area. No, my first boyfriend's name is Leslie. We're actually still friends. Like, we still talk. We didn't talk for a good while because obviously very heartbroken. But we eventually like got in touch again, and because we were both so young, like in a way, both of us were kind of like, yeah, we always will hold a special part in each other's lives. For both of us, it's very clear that we're never gonna be in a relationship again. But at this point, we're just friends because we do Worm Boy? No, Worm Boy was my first kiss. Worm Boy and I never really dated though. So I keep saying area. I can't even help it. It's just stuck apparently. The one that cheated on, yes. So the one that I fell head over heels with is the one that ended up cheating on me. Worm Boy, yeah. So my first kiss was a kid that there were like rumors that he once ate a worm or like a centipede. Um So everyone's like, "Ew, you kissed someone who ate an insect?" But it was like rumors. And also if it had happened, it was like a million years before we kissed. So like I never really saw the problem in that, but apparently that was like, yeah, everyone's like, "Ew, disgusting." Um so yeah, that was my first kiss. Which now apparently we are referring to as Worm Boy. Uh, And then we had Game Boy. Love that, but I said that, I was like, "That's genius." But Game Boy basically introduced me to gaming, um, and introduced me to Depeche Mode, which, like, one of the things that I've noticed is that with him, I think, like, sorta shaping my personality around him as a person wasn't even that bad because we actually had a lot of things in common. Like, he just introduced me to a lot of new interests. Like, he introduced me to gaming, he introduced me to, like, music from the '80s. His parents were also like, specifically his mom, like, I was really good friends with his mom. So, I actually when we broke up, I was, like, really sad that I wouldn't see his mom and sister again. I was never really close with his dad, but I was, like, genuinely sad. I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna see his mom and sister again." We ended up, like, I still ended up seeing his mom and sister from time to time. Like, we stayed in touch as well. Um, but I feel like me warping my entire personality around him as a person wasn't necessarily a bad thing because we were very alike. But then I started dating the next guy who was like basically the opposite of I still don't understand why I was ever like in love with him because looking back I'm like we had nothing in common. Literally nothing. Heartbroken about losing his family. Yeah. It really sucks, especially if you've been together with someone for quite a while. You can like really develop a bond with their family and it's like hard to lose that. Um but yeah, I don't understand why we were ever together, but I like tried to shape my personality around him as well, which was just a very, very, very bad idea. Like looking back, I'm like, yeah, no, just no. Um, and then there were a couple of guys that I dated after where I tried to do that again. And I was like, really actively like, okay, I should stop doing this because I'm like losing myself. Because what eventually happened after like that guy cheated on me, I was basically left without an identity. Because I was like, who the fuck am I? Because I also played an instrument, and when I broke up with him, he became really angry about the fact that I didn't learn more about motorcycles, which was his big thing. We were 16 and dated for like 4 months. That is kind of funny in hindsight. Chat. Chat. Scott just walks in here, brings me a little tapas plate with M&Ms. M&Ms. In a little tapas plate. Now he is tapas boy. Okay, so we have Worm Boy, Game Boy, Cheat Boy, Tapas Boy. No, Scott is so much more than Tapas Boy. Oh, so happy now. Okay, I want to finish this office Because then the downstairs floor is done. And I feel like that's a good achievement. And then we can do the upstairs floor on Sunday. Top ass boy. Oh my god. He's the boy, exactly. Cheat boy. I wanted rude boy. Oh, we can go for rude boy. Although that reminds me of the Katy Perry song. Maybe he deserves that vibe. Let's be real. But yeah, no, rude boy was not good. Again, like he was really into football. And he's the one person that made me play GTA. And then I was better at him. Oh, sorry, Rihanna. Sorry. Then he got pissed because I was better. And then he was like, "No, we're never playing this again." Like, he immediately got really angry, and I'm like, I can't help it that you're bad at this game. Also, how can you be bad at GTA? Thank you for the hydrate. Like, such a big part of the game is literally just running around being dumb. Oh, Avril Lavigne. I saw her live. Sorry. Every single time, I know I'm turning into that annoying person that will say, I saw her live every single time with everything. Hold on. I feel like we need this because this is like the pirate ship thing. I feel like that has to be. Shut up. I did. Sorry. At Rockwerchter last year. One of my friends was actually all the way in the front. Oh, you saw Shakira live? Okay, I'm jealous of that one. I'm jealous of that one. That is a really good one. That's a good flex. A good comeback as well. But yeah, Avril Lavigne was pretty cool. That was like, it was such a good vibe. I want like stacks of paper and stuff. I think Strangerville has some. Oh, I know which one you mean. Like, you mean the steering wheel? That is actually genius, yes. Decorations, wall decorations. We're just gonna have to find it because I actually don't know what pack it comes with. Nice zombie. I actually met BB No Money last week. 2 weeks ago. At TwitchCon. We have a picture together. But Young Gravy is pretty cool. That is awesome. And also for free, it's 10 out of 10. But yeah, BB No Money is really nice, actually. He's such a chill dude. Like, we just had a little conversation. He was just hanging out at the partner lounge at TwitchCon. But Young Gravy is pretty dope. I know a friend of mine actually saw Manu Chao live for free. I have a flex list, thoughts. I have a flex list. I have a list of all the artists that I've ever seen live. You have a video of them? Oh my god. At rating someone's mom, that's hilarious. Also very random, but hilarious. Good shout. Yeah, of course it's cats and dogs. How could I forget? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's perfect. That's amazing. I was actually thinking we need something up here. Okay, then I wanted to get some, like, papers and stuff. Yes, of course, Michael, of course. I'm just gonna get, like, the last final detail, and then I think I'm also gonna wrap up here, because I still would like to read another chapter before going to bed, because my book actually just got really exciting. Let's put that over there. The Weekend concert. Ooh, nice. Let's go. Have fun. Have fun, have fun. Okay, I think the office is done. I just wanted to make sure to have some paper and stuff. The barrel bars? You mean these, or Hold on. From cats and dogs. I don't think I know what in wall decor. Hold on. Oh, these. Or these. Oh, these. Oh. I was like, it was not making sense in my brain, but now that I see the item, I'm like, yeah, duh. That makes so much sense. Actually, that could go on here. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. I think that's it. I think that concludes. Yes. That concludes the office. So that means that on Sunday, when we're going to do the 12-hour stream, we're going to start with finishing the second floor. So we have basically like, huh? Why is that clipping? Oh no, I can't take that. Okay, we're fixing that on Sunday. So on Sunday, we're gonna work on this. This is basically the master bedroom, little hallway, bathroom. So basically, this would be her dad's bedroom then, I guess, because she's sleeping downstairs. This can be just a random attic. Like, we can make something fun for Pipi up here, and then the house is done. So we're gonna start with that on Sunday. Then after, I'm gonna switch to Not So Berry. So when the house is done, we're gonna play some Not So Berry challenge because I haven't played that in a long time. And then I think around dinner time, we're gonna switch to community games like Words on Stream and Gartic and stuff while I actually have some food. And then after dinner, I think I might switch to Minecraft, like to my forever world for a little bit. Because from Monday onwards, we're gonna be playing on Girly Pop. And that means that probably I won't have a lot of time for my forever world in general. So I would love to continue my house build there. I'm actually building a house for myself, so that could be fun on stream as well. Um, and also that maybe just to get us a little bit like into the Minecraft mood. And then next week on Monday, I am actually co-streaming with Amber. Like, we're gonna be streaming together. So you'll be hearing Amber's voice and we'll have like a shared chat going on. Because we're gonna be playing on Girly Pop SMP together. So I think that might actually be super nice. I look forward to seeing y'all on Girly Pop. Yes, I'm very excited for Girly Pop. I'm so excited to be back. And I'm on a team with the lovely Boa. Our team captain is Bobby Mack. And for like people that you might know, Boa will be on there. Boa Rue. You might have actually seen her. She's been in chat a couple of times. She's rated as well. We're gonna be in a team with Amber. Team Honey, let's go. Exactly. We're gonna be in a team with wow, speaking row. Lilula is gonna be in our team. I'm just like, there's gonna be way more people in our team, but I'm just like mentioning the people that you guys might have seen in chat like regularly, as like names or people or familiar faces or like people that you might have seen on pictures with me because those are also people that I've actually met IRL. But yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be super fun. But for now, I am gonna go and find someone for us to raid. I'm gonna see who all is live. Slay team, I know. It's actually a really good team. Also, Zesty Bestie is on our team, formerly known as Ice Talks. So that is gonna be fun. Let me just do a quick check, actually. Because now I feel bad that I've named some people and then not, like, all people. That feels kind of weird. So, our team captain is Bobby Mack. Then our, the people on our team are, Boa, Darling Dollcraft, Johnny Bebop, Lilula, Malia, Minor Mom, myself, Amber, Zesty Bestie, and Zombie, who's also in chat right now. I was like just trying to say the people that I was like, oh, these are like people that you might have seen. Then I was like, yeah, I might as well just, say everyone. But it's gonna be really fun. I'm really excited for it. I did not yet. I'm gonna do all of that on Monday, Esther, because I'm basically waiting for their approved mod list because I think they're also still waiting to see if 2 mods will get updated and if we can update the server to 21.9 because currently they're on 21.8, which means that we don't have copper golems. I really want them, but I have them in my private world. I've updated my private world, so I have copper golems and, like, it's the copper age, but we don't have the probably won't have them on Girly Pop yet, because of some certain mods, but, yeah. Haven't done that, but I have scheduled, like, a lot of time because I also need to set up the server. I need to log in, make sure everything works and stuff, so I've set time aside to do all of that on Monday. Yes, of course, go have sleeps, go, go, go. Um, do you wanna go cry about Animal Crossing with Kayla? Honestly, I think it's a good shout. Kayla's playing Animal Crossing, and, I think we can go share our excitement. I think that's a really good idea. Thank you so much for hanging out today, for everyone hanging out. Our Discord, my socials, and the VODs were all just posted in chat if you want to continue hanging out with the community or watching some of my content or all those things. But yeah, feel free to come hang out. Thank you so much, Lena, for putting the raid messages in chat. I'm gonna start that raid. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We're gonna go say hi to Kayla. Um, let's go. Oh, I don't remember. Wait, every single time we have to check what the command is. I'm so far behind with the Simsy rates this year, by the way. I thought it was um yeah, it is supposed to be Simsy raid. Because if you just do Simsy, it tells you how many times. Oh, it did update. There we go. It did update. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go say hi to Kayla. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your time zone wherever you are in the world. Thanks for vibing together. I'll be back on Sunday and otherwise next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So if you want to come hang out, I'd appreciate that. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.